Who'd we lose? We lost our dungeon master.
This is going to be real awkward. Well, I think we won.
Well,
the DM's dead. Victory is ours.
We won D&D.
I think we all get 2 levels up. I think that's the rule, right?
That sounds wonderful. Yep. Where did he go?
Oh,
Hi,
now
Rolando.
it's a long rest.
Well, while we're doing that, welcome everybody to the Red 5 Network. Let's see how long I can kill time here. Welcome everybody to the Red 5 Network, Red 5 Gaming, and of course to the Red 5 Tavern, your home for shenanigans and D&D. We got all the usual suspects here tonight. We didn't really do it last week. Why doesn't everybody go around the room and introduce yourselves, where people can find you, and just a little bit about your characters, starting with Ursh.
I am also known as Dragon Buddy, part of the trio from the Escape Pod. On Wednesday nights, we will be back in September. My character is Ursh Olsono, Reborn Ranger. I was struck down in a battle long ago. I only believe that I remember the blade that took me down vaguely. I've been following Kalisha since and have found ourselves in this strange predicament that we are in right now this week.
Kazara. And you all thought you could get away with that easily. Sorry about that.
No problem. Hey, I am Grant from Dork the podcast. We upload usually on Mondays. We miss every now and again, but beyond the point, we also do a live show on Saturday nights that you can check out. And I believe we had one last week that if you didn't check out, you can go watch. We should have one not this week, but next week. It's a bi-weekly show. You can find me on Twitter at GDubs389, where I post about, this show particularly. And also Kazara Lightfoot. He is a Haragon Ranger who apparently everyone in the party doesn't know how to tell if someone's dead or not. And will be left for dead. Now he's back and alive. So that is Kazara Lightfoot.
Kalisha.
Hi, I'm Lunar Girl. That's what everybody knows me by. I am with the Sidebar Cantina. I do all the social media posting for them across the board. I am the keeper of schedules for the Red 5 network. That's Red 5, bio.link/Red5. I'm the one who throws up all of those promos that you guys see every noonish. I also just started a new podcast, Stranger Things Has Happened, with my buddy over there, Fistfire, and you can catch that on Saturdays. Just tune in to the socials for details if you would like to get a hold of me. You can always find me at any of the Sidebar DMs. I play Kalisha Moonflower. I am a moon elf druid from the Ardeep Forest, and my parents were banished by an evil warlock. I've been searching for this warlock ever since. I became a druid to try to learn how to time travel, going into different realms. I don't know how I got into this realm. I just woke up and appeared here. So I'm trying to find my way back home.
Awesome. Fisty.
I am Don Delasnooch, one of the 3 members of the Escape Pod, also co-host of Stranger Things Has Happened with Lunar Girl. I am playing a variant Hume monk by the name of Fistfire, and I like to fist things.
All right. And El Rondo.
Yeah, I am
having problems following that up.
Eldrin, actually, whatever you want to call me. I play a sorcerer, wood elf sorcerer, and see where that goes.
And I am Edgar, aka Brad, both in universe and in real life. Those are my alias. I'm from the Scare of Scuttlebutt podcast. You can find us everywhere, and highly recommend checking out our latest episode all about villains. Ro and I had a really good talk about what it means to be a villain in stories and in movies. Been a while since Ro and I got to chat by ourselves, so it was a pretty good deep dive into that. So hopefully you can check that out. Thank you to everybody who's already joined us in the chat. Look forward to seeing the interactions there in the tavern, and I think we're going to have fun tonight. And with that, I'll turn it over to Charles, our dungeon master.
All right. Welcome to episode 5 of the Red5Tavern's Devil's Bargain Adventure, part of the Red5 Gaming under the galaxy-wide banner of the Red5 Network. So, our scene, which of course now we're playing part 2 of the Fright Lake Forest from the bounty board. It's about midday, and as the bonfire of the brigands grows, thick smoke billows thickly upwards. Once again, off in the distance, the horn blows for the 3rd time. Your new friend, seemingly happy being bound up, looks upon Kalisha with warm, friendly eyes. And it's up to you.
I would like to ask my friend what his name is.
Oh, my name is Jax. Pleased to meet you.
Jax. Jax, it is so nice to meet you. Can you
Oh,
please tell
you
me
as well.
Can you please tell me why you're out here in this forest in the middle of nowhere?
I can't tell you that. You're not my commander.
You can tell me. We're buddies.
Okay, well, don't tell Laurent about that, okay? Don't tell him. But...
I promise.
Okay. What are they burning over there?
Don't worry about them. They're just don't worry about them. They're making dinner.
Okay. They don't look very friendly. They're not smiling like you are. You have wonderful skin, may I say, and those ears are gorgeous.
Aw, thank you, my friend. Thank you. Jax. You were going to tell me why you're out here in the forest.
Yes. Well, we're kind of naughty, but we like to hang out around this area and cut off the paths of people who are merchant traveling east or south or west, grab their wares and their valuables and kill them. It's kind of fun. Me and my friends, I don't see them anymore, but you remember them from a few minutes ago. They sort of scattered.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we're not very nice that way, but we like to hang around this area and kill people and take their belongings.
And Jax, how many friends do you have exactly?
Oh, I had lots. Maybe 15, depending on the day, perhaps. Somewhere around there. Mm-hmm.
Edgar, how many friends did we already see of Jax's?
All right, so how close are we all? Are we all right nearby this conversation?
You guys are piling the logs on the fire, so you're about maybe 10 feet away. You can clearly hear that we're talking, maybe not exactly every word, but she speaks loudly enough to get your attention.
So I'm going to walk over with Vader, our new party wolf that everybody loves, and we're going to sit right down next to our new friend Jax, and I'm just going to have Vader get real close to him, just so he can smell him, and maybe make him piss his pants a little bit. And
I don't like that wolf. I don't like that wolf at all. It makes me uncomfortable.
He won't hurt you at all. He's a good boy.
I don't trust the words from your mouth at all.
I believe we've met about 6 of your friends here, Jax. You say you got 15 more?
Well, why would I answer your questions? I don't trust you, and I don't like your dog.
While I'm talking to him, I'm going to pull out my daggers and just start nonchalantly sharpening my daggers.
I'd like to walk over and sit down next to Jax on the other side. Kalisha, we've been together for a little while now, and I don't think softness is what we need right now. Jax,
yeah.
How many friends you got?
Today I think there was no more than 15. Sometimes it's hard to know all the people who are here. We move from one side to the other. We have an encampment just a bit to the north of the road, and the south doesn't always know what we're doing. So I can't give you an exact number, but maybe tops 15 at most.
All right, who are you calling with that horn?
The horn is sounded for rallying. We rally upon the horn being blown.
So are your friends going to come visit us soon, or should we go find them?
No, the horn is blown once to rally. I've never heard it blown 3 times. So the first horn blow is to rally to the north part of this forest towards the road, further beyond that way. And he points to the area that they were running towards, and that's the direction to where the horn was coming from.
You're
Can we
doing
show-
great, Jax. You're doing great.
I don't feel great, and I really don't. I'd really like these people to leave, and I'd be more than happy to talk to you. But these people, they're vile people, and they're evil.
These people
I no longer
will
feel that way.
not hurt you. I promise you. Right,
Okay.
guys?
Hey, asshole, didn't you just say you and your friends kill people that come along here? And we're the evil ones?
Well,
Yeah.
that was before. It was nothing but a joke. I feel different now. Now that I'm here with my friend Kaylisha, as you call her.
The dead don't laugh.
Kazara is going to walk over to this conversation, and he's going to look at Kaylisha and say, Kaylisha, ask him who blew the horn.
That's a great question. Jax, who blew the horn?
The leader, Laurent. He's the one who has the horn. He's the one who tells us what to do and where to go. Talking bunny rabbit, just a dog.
All right, Kaylisha, ask him about Laurent. See what we can figure out, because we'll probably have to kill him too.
Shh. Not with the killing. We don't want to upset our friend.
I step in front of Jax. I stare him in the face. I sit down Indian style on the ground and start to meditate ominously.
And at
Yeah.
this point,
As he kind of leans back when he gasps, he's going to bump into Elrin's leg, where he's standing right behind him, kind of picking at his nails with his knife.
Jax, I give you my word. No one will hurt you.
So as you say that, Kaylisha, I'm going to cast Disguise Self, and I'm going to make myself look exactly like Jax. And I'm going to get right in his face, and I'm going to say to you, Kaylisha, I don't think our new friend here can do us much more good. I think we should go ahead and kill him now, because guess what? I'm Jax now, and I don't like old Jax. I like new Jax. I think we should go ahead and dispatch old Jax now.
I do not want to hurt Jax.
And,
All right, while she's
Al-
saying this,
Aldrin kind of takes his dagger and just sticks it right in the back of his neck.
Kazara is going to
Like-
take his dagger and put it to the front of his neck.
No,
Like,
he's
just like-
going
like at the very edge?
right in the back of his skull.
Oh, he's he's
Eldron's
To kill
He's
him.
taking him out.
Oh, Eltron's killing him already.
Yep.
okay.
You killed him
Um,
already?
Point blank. Roll for damage.
Oh. What is my dagger?
Just going to sever his spine, but he's going to be alive. It's perfectly fine.
It's all right.
Well, I'll give you if you want to do a roll for a critical hit, it would have to be a natty 20.
All right. Am I rolling to attack them?
Yeah, well, no, you're close enough, but I'll give you a critical hit if you want to take him out like with precision.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's
Okay.
not very stable. He's actually quite nervous right now, so he's bouncing around and very, very, very intimidated, very nervous. And Kaylisha, at this point, you're like, you see this coming down.
Furious. I'm furious.
That's 8 damage.
Okay.
While they're
Kill
doing
him.
that, I'd like to pull Kazara to the side. Kazara, do me a favor. Kick my ass.
Okay. And I'm going to, I guess, do some unarmed strikes on him.
Okay. So melee, what would your do you have a damage on that?
It's 3 damage for every unarmed strike
Okay.
that I do.
Okay.
How many would you like, Edgar?
Give me 1 on each side, nice and pretty.
All right, so that will be 6 damage to Edgar.
All right.
So you're keeping track of that, Edgar?
Of course.
Cool. Okay. So at this point, your friend Jax has been wounded in the back, and now he's hunched over. He's on a knee. He's down to a knee. He's bound, and he's trying to help himself, and he's unable to talk. He's freaking out. He's seeing himself being beaten by a large rabbit, and he's going crazy a little bit at this point.
Okay.
Is he almost dead?
Mostly
No.
dead.
No.
Mm-mm.
He's not.
I say we just leave him here tied up, and then we'll come back and play with him more later.
I thought I told every single one of you guys that he was mine, and hands off of him.
You said we weren't going to kill him.
He's still alive.
I didn't touch him.
We could have traded him for safe passage.
He's
But
still
no,
alive.
you guys just want to go killing everybody all the time.
He's
Listen,
fine.
we have a bounty to complete, don't we? Does it ask for them alive? No.
We
Please,
can't complete
please,
the bounty
please,
if we don't have safe passage.
Kaylisha, save me. I will answer your questions. These creatures are vile and they're killing me. I will answer your questions. Please save me. And he actually gets up as much as he can and hides himself behind Kaylisha.
This
Fine.
human is mine.
Find
I
out
mean,
about the commander.
He's behind Kaylisha, but obviously he's within striking distance of you all. But basically he's put himself behind her as best he can as a defense.
Okay.
I'm just going to basically say, find out about the commander. And I'm just going to walk away back over to the bonfire.
Okay. Jax, nobody is going to touch you again.
You told me that once. Look what happened.
Eldron, go help beat up Edgar.
Beat up Edgar.
Yeah.
New Jack.
I think Eldrin is going to start walking towards where the horn was coming from and kind of scout the area. He's not going to go too far, maybe 30 feet into the wooded area that direction, just to kind of see if there's any danger.
All right, I'm going to go with you as Jax. That way, in case any of their band is nearby, I can pose as Jax. So I'll walk off with Eldron now.
Are you guys
we're
going
like
to?
midday? Like
Yes,
time of day?
literally midday. Yep. So are you guys just like going up there, nonchalantly? Or are you guys like trying to stealth up there a little bit? I mean, you can't hide right now.
Are we like
it's midday.
looking down towards what we're going towards, or is it like an uphill?
Yeah, great question. So the bonfire where you had is close to where their encampment was, and they had sort of seats around there. You've got sort of a clearing, maybe 45, 50, 60 feet. You've got sort of a tree line, but you can tell through the forest that it's less thick than what you guys came through. But you can't see anything forward, but you can just definitely tell that there's like a thicket of trees and underbrush towards the area where the horn was coming from, where he was pointing to where the rallying point is.
Okay. I'm not gonna just go marching in there, but I will try to be somewhat stealthy about it. I can use my elven ability to kind of blend into the natural surroundings.
I got another idea, Eldron. Why don't you? I got some rope here. Why don't you tie my hands? Maybe we can do a prisoner exchange.
Okay. I tie him up. But I use one of those like slip knots where like he can just pull himself free instantly if he needs to.
Nice. Edgar, how long does your disguise self last?
My disguise self lasts an hour.
Okay. So
I
Now,
you
would
guys-
but
like.
now you
Go ahead.
say prisoner exchange. Do we feel like
Well-
they have someone?
No, I'm just saying, you can hold me hostage. Offer to give me up. Maybe
Well, I mean,
use me as a bargaining chip.
just with the two of us going, we probably shouldn't engage with them. So I'm not going to go far enough to where they're going to engage with me, but just to kind of see what's going on over there.
All right. Well, just in case, we'll have it ready.
I would like to ask Jax more about the leader. How big is this guy? How big is your leader?
he's no bigger than the rest of us, except for the leadership and the experience and the horn and the things he carries for the other leaders. So he's just Laurent. It's just him. He's the one who tells us what to do and where to go, and we do what we have to do.
Does he fight?
He's
Can
an
he
excellent
fight?
fighter. He's a wonderful fighter. He's very talented, multi-talented. That's why he's the leader.
Let's say roughly 3 of your swordsmen and 3 of your archers disappeared. What are we looking at going in to see the rest of your friends?
Probably 4 or 5. I think today it's sometimes it changes. Sometimes the mission's different and assignments are different. But I think 4 or 5, yeah, somewhere on there. I think.
And what kind of weapons is your leader proficient in?
Everything that we are, and some I probably don't even know. He's a wonderful marksman with the longbow, and he's very adept at the longsword, and his strength is strong and delivers deadly blows. You don't mess with Laurent, Captain Laurent. He's very, very skilled.
So Jax, are you good friends with Laurent?
No one's good friends with Laurent. I do what he says, and that's the end of it. I don't know if he has friends.
So you're
Okay,
not
so
that
at this point,
valuable to him.
I'm as valuable as I make myself to be, Kalisha.
Okay.
So as
thank
as you
Jax.
guys are talking, so Eldrin and Edgar, you guys are heading towards the front, towards the thicket. You guys are coming up to the sort of tree line at this point, and you're heading into the thicket and into the general direction. And it's not quiet walking. It's not like pristine greens on a gulf, on a green. It's underbrush, and it's sort of tough to be quiet. You can blend in, but the sound is a whole other thing. Unless you guys have stealth or some sort of ability.
I do have stealth.
Okay.
Mm, 20, 22, 20, 24 total.
Okay. Edgar.
11.
Okay. So you guys are trying to be as quiet as you can. A few snaps here and there. But you notice that there's a good maybe 100 feet of this thicket before you can even see some sort of semblance of more daylight coming from the front. So you guys know that you have another good 50 feet before you have to really be careful about alerting to anybody if you even hear anything. But you're not hearing anything right now. You're not hearing any more horns, and you're not hearing any speaking, nothing like that. You guys want to just continue?
Do we see any tents or anything?
No. Nope. You see some paths in the forest that sort of shows maybe more trafficked area, and you think that maybe that probably could be a better place to walk. So it's maybe 10 feet towards the right.
I'm going to stay off the path. I'm going to keep trying to be as quiet through the thick of it.
Okay. Can you both roll 20 again?
Natural 20.
Wow.
Uh,
Okay.
26 total.
Okay.
It's just a D20, or is this for any?
Yes, D20
specific-
just for. Yeah, it's just a dexterity roll.
19.
If you have a stealth proficiency, add your stealth proficiency.
No, it's not. No, yeah, I didn't know if we were doing it for a skill or just in general. 19.
Yeah. So you're both fine. Okay, so you guys travel another good chunk of space, and you start to hear a low din of voices. And do you guys want to sort of stay there and see if you can make it out? Or you want to continue a little bit? What do you want to do?
Are we able to see anything, or is it still through the brush?
It's through the brush, but you're sensing that you're close, but you just can't see them yet.
I'm gonna go as far as I can to just kind of make out and see what's going on the other side.
Okay, it's about another 10 feet. And
Roll another 20.
yes, please.
12 total.
Okay. Edgar?
17.
Okay. So you hear that din of voices stops for a moment. And then a couple of words. And now you start to see coming towards what you can determine as sort of that breach point, some figures coming towards the inside of the forest. But they're not necessarily looking at something. They're just.
Do they feel like they're walking towards us?
Yes, definitely. But they're.
Okay. As soon as I notice them, I cast invisibility on myself.
Okay.
I'm just gonna. I'm gonna work myself up really quick. I'm gonna run in place real quick and do some jumping jacks. Do some push-ups and some crunches, and look really winded.
Jumping jack.
And I want to kind of make myself obvious that I'm there, and I'm gonna call for help. And help, please. I help. I just got away. Somebody, please help me.
So where's the rope at this time? Still around your wrists and just sort of limp there, or is
no? It's back in my pouch.
Okay, all right. So
I'm gonna pat Edgar on the shoulder, just kind of signify that I'm gonna be staying next to him to follow with him, to kind of see, in case he needs help.
Okay. So you maybe whisper that to him as well, just like you're hanging here.
Yep.
So you do that, and you do. So you're standing just there. You're not moving forward, Edgar.
I'll move. I'll move a little bit forward. Like I'm still trying to get away from the previous camp.
Okay. So you see, coming in are two guys with like long swords. Now, because you just cried for that, they have their swords drawn, and then they stop when they see you. Come this way, quickly!
Thank goodness. Thank you. Yeah, they almost got me. Well, I got away at the last minute. Yeah, come, let's go. And I look back over my shoulder, kind of give a nod, make sure that Eldron understands that his ass better be with me the entire time.
So one guy's like, yeah, fine, come on, come. And the other guy is like, what's your name?
You know me. I'm Jax. You know me. You want me to roll a deception check?
Yes, please.
I'm actually gonna, as quietly as I can. Well, I mean, I'm invisible, but I'm gonna like walk back towards the rest of the party, and when I'm about 30, 40 feet away from Edgar, I'm going to kind of give the signal whistle to kind of signal that there's something going on and we need backup, just to get the rest of the crew with us.
And I got a dirty 20 on that deception roll.
Wow. Okay. You negated his 20. He got a 20. So the guy that is freaky. So the guy looking at you, he's like, just get over here quickly. And the other guy who was like, he's already outside. So this one guy who's somewhat not trusting you is just begrudgingly getting your ass out of here. So you follow their sort of their path.
Yeah, bro. They burned our bodies back. I don't think we should mess with these guys. They burned our. It's bad, man.
Tell that to Laurent. Tell it to Laurent quickly. We're supposed to rallying. They would be alive still if they just ran.
Where's the captain?
This way. Come, follow.
Gladly.
And I'm gonna go ahead and
okay. So you're going back the other way.
Yeah.
So you guys, Kelisha and Irshk and Fistfire and Kazara, you guys are doing what you're doing.
I've got some rope. We've tied up Jax.
Okay.
He's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Were they able to hear my whistle to kind of rally them?
Yeah. So you guys are doing that.
Yeah, I would be heading towards Eldron at that point.
Yeah. So basically, so you hear that now that you guys are just sort of realizing what's going on, you're hearing this whistle that's clearly not some sort of birdland creature, and someone's trying to get your attention, including you, Kelisha, and even Jack sort of looks like what's going on.
By any chance, do we have a container of water with us? Like a little canteen of water.
We're gonna waterboard them.
He wants to leave water with him.
I've got a water skin. And I would like to know why I'm wasting it.
Okay, here's what we're gonna do. Okay, Jax only has minutes left of his charm. Okay, I am going to use Druidcraft. It's at will. I'm going to put a little bit of herbal tea into some warm water, and it will make him pass out, and we can carry on with our day.
Wow.
Wait.
We're gonna start a fire. Oh, we got the fire.
You already have the fire going.
We put a little water on.
There's a bounty on this man's head. Why let him live?
I'm going to the enemy camp, but by all means, make tea. Make tea
Well,
for him.
they all gotta die.
Edgar, at least it's not looting bodies.
It's not how bounties work, Alicia.
There is nothing that he's completely useless to anybody. We're just going to kill him for the hell of it.
All right.
Aldrin kind of
say
appears
dead.
over his body and just starts shivving the crap out of him, turns invisible, and goes back to Edgar.
Oh my gosh, he's dead? You killed him? He's still... Oh.
No, I don't have any more invisibility, so I can't do that.
Okay.
Either way, we're going to argue about this later. He's tied to the tree. He's not going anywhere with my rope. You made your tea. Let's go.
Okay.
We're literally
I
here to kill these people.
Up on the hill. Let's go.
gotta give Jax the tea.
I'm gone. I'm not waiting for this conversation to end.
Here,
Okay,
Jax.
so you head towards Eldrin?
Yeah. I'm heading towards where I heard the whistle.
So you hear Kazara heading towards the whistle.
Hey, just as a matter of fact, I'm not with you guys, but who's got the wolf? Who's got Vader?
That's the next
Vader's just sitting there.
He can
Who's going to animal handle him?
Can any of us? I'm not so good at animal handling. I don't think I should.
Well, you better be careful. Edgar doesn't look like himself. His pet might turn on him.
I got a +3 animal handling. Is that useful?
Well, he's under the not control, but like he's attached or attuned to Edgar. Edgar's not here. The last command he got from Edgar was to stand or sit beside Jax and intimidate and make him piss his pants.
Fair
So, as furthermore to that command, he follows Jax to the tree and is going to continue to get him to urinate himself.
Seems like a good use of it there.
Yeah, good
All right.
dog.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good dog.
I just,
Sit, Ubu, sit. Good dog.
I'm giving Jax his tea so that he'll fall asleep. And I'm joining the other guys.
Why do I need... What do you...
Because you were such a good friend, Jax. I just made you a little tea. I thought it would calm your nerves.
Will this help my wound from that nasty jerk?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Just give it a drink.
Okay.
You'll feel better, I promise.
Okay.
I'm totally coming back for his ears.
this rope is tight, but that's okay, I guess. If it's good for you, I don't want to. Yeah, no,
Okay,
He's out.
sleeping.
He's out.
All right, let's go get
All right.
these guys.
Edgar, so you break the tree line, and you see sort of near the road. Now you actually see the road that they're talking about. And you see one guy who clearly just looks like he's in command. He's got much better armor than the rest of them. He's surrounded by two other archers because they have longbows. And the other fighter or swordsman is just basically getting there, about to go on his knee. And you're right behind the other one. And you're sort of seeing, that's what you see. You don't see anybody else. So you see what you've come to know as Laurent, two archers, and two swordsmen.
Hey, while I'm walking with these guys, do you either one of you have a weapon that I can maybe get, because those assholes they took mine? Does either one of you have a short sword or something?
Laurent, he tosses you a short sword that he's got from sort of hanging from behind. Here, take this, and throws it to you.
Thanks, Captain. You won't believe. I'm so glad that the horn sounded, because there is like 20 of those guys, and they ransacked us out of nowhere. And there was a wolf, and there was this creature with these big skeleton wings and shit, and there was this druid, and she was looting all the dead bodies right before they burned them. And
Wait, did you say 20?
Yes, at least. Now, some of them ran in different directions, but I think maybe we should, I don't know, bargain with these guys. I don't think we should mess with them.
We don't need to be worried about bargaining. So he looks over to the archer. He goes, Samlin and Kelwin, set up here. We're going to cross over the road, over behind that embankment. Before we get there, do one final sweep. Come back to us, form the front flank of that bush. We'll be behind it, and we'll protect you from behind.
Captain, I feel real bad about what happened. How about if you let me go do the sweep? I'll go do the sweep real quick, and then I'll come back and I'll let you know what I find.
Fine. Rest of you, come with me. So he points to the other four players. They run across, and it's not a small road. It's like a traveling merchant. It's not like a little, the Shire road. It's a well-traveled road. So they cross over there, and you can see not a tree line, but like a bush line. And they sort of set up point there, and you can see that the archers are sort of forming. Well, the two of them, two-man little unit in front of the other three guys behind there. So what, you run back to the tree line?
Yeah, so I'm going to go back, and I'm going to pretend to look around, and I'm going to try to sort of try to get. I assume Eldron didn't turn tail and run while he was invisible.
No, I'm right behind you.
Yeah, so now you see that, Kalish is bringing up the rear because she made a nice little beverage.
Did we wake up the monk? The monk was meditating. Did we wake him up?
I'm meditating. I'm not in a coma.
Come on, monk. We've got to go fight with these guys.
Well, by this point, you guys are with Eldron. And how long does your spell last? Your invisibility, by the way.
1 hour.
Okay, so you're obviously calling them like, I'm invisible. I'm over here. Follow me. Okay. So
I
where
use mage hand to kind of signal which way we're coming from, so that they know that where we are. And then once they see Edgar,
I'm right here, sort of thing.
Yeah, it's the middle finger the entire time.
So you guys see where he is, and by the time you guys run up with Edgar, you're just about halfway between the edge of the forest of the roadside, Edgar, and from them. So you're well within a good space to sort of regroup and discuss amongst yourselves.
Hey, these guys are real idiots. So there's a leader, and he's got a couple fighters, and he's got a couple archers with him. but that dumbass gave me a short sword. So I don't know. Maybe he can fight, but he ain't got very much for brains. I think we can take these guys. I think it's going to be an easy day with this bounty. Finish this thing off.
Do you think maybe we could charm him and have him order his guys to stand down and give us all their weapons?
Okay, Alicia, you'd get one shot at that, and I would suggest no.
Well, if Kalisha wants to be the bait out there, I'm not opposed to it.
Well,
The bounty is still dead.
They're expecting me back, so I can always go back and maybe before they figure me out, I can try to cast Crown of Madness again and see if I can't control that guy.
How about you take one of us hostage, quote unquote, and pretend like you found us while scouting?
That means I get to kick your ass now, Kazara.
Huh, not me. Take the one who likes to loot people. Listen, Kalisha, you didn't kill like anybody in that last fight. The rest of us are proficient in fighting. It just makes the most sense.
Yeah.
Well, I
Be a
seriously hurt
distraction.
people.
And that gives two people close enough to him to either charm or to
Yeah, if you're a prisoner, they won't attack
Crown
you,
of
which means you can
Madison.
try your charm.
I mean, we got to kill them all at some point, so we might as well just kill them.
So Eldron, you still invisible right now?
Yeah, I will
right.
be until I attack something.
If you want to go with us and try to flank him.
I'm going to take whichever guy's the archer that's kind of a little bit farther away, just so that we have, somebody at every bad guy. And then as soon as the fighting starts, I'll start stabbing from behind.
All right, Kaylisha, you like to get tied up?
Fine. Let's get this over with.
All right. We're going to...
How far away are we from where they're at?
No, a good 30 feet. You don't even see the tree line. You guys are about the middle point. So,
Okay. Well,
all
I
this
have
discussion
40
is
feet of
happening.
walking. Can I close that distance?
yeah, I mean, that's you can
Okay.
get up right to the tree line when you guys decide to move forward.
Okay, I'm gonna circle around behind their position.
Well, you've got to cross a road that's going to be quite visible, unless you have invisibility or something.
Why don't I'll buy you some
I
time.
don't.
I'll buy you some time. Why don't you do that while I got them distracted?
While they're going to do that, I think, Ursh, I think we as the Rangers should set up an ambush on this side of the road for them. Edgar, if you can draw them out to the middle of the road, then maybe we can take some shots. And if you guys need some cover, don't worry. I can provide it for you.
I
You
agree.
guys hear from the edge of the tree line, Jax, turn at once.
All right, Kaylisha, we're up. Let's go.
Easy. You don't have to shove me.
Well, I know you like Jax, so here goes. But boss, I got one of them. Captain, I caught one. I think she's an elf. I got one, and we're gonna approach. I'll pretend like I have my short sword, in her back to keep her moving, and I want to get within 10 to 15 feet away from the guys.
I'd like
And,
to kind of flank out to the right a little bit. So that way, probably about 30 feet to where they don't see me. And then I can kind of keep an eye on them.
So, what kind of what's your stealth? Like, how you doing this without being noticed?
I would like to stealth off kind of to the right of where Edgar is kind of walking Kalisha. And then kind of sit up there and try and get up close to the road without being seen.
I guess I'd be following him to this point too. So
Would you like me to roll stealth?
stealth check.
Not yet.
Okay.
Edgar, you take 6 damage from a bolt from a arrow. You notice that as you breach the tree line, the archers were instructed to hit you immediately. You dodged one, or one missed, and you got hit with one right in the upper chest.
They're
So
instructed to
Edgar
shoot
falls
me.
back. Yeah.
Okay.
Clever girl.
Clever girl.
How are they positioned? Are they positioned in a straight line?
There's two on the other side of the large road. You can see, and the now that you know there's three other ones, they're sort of behind the brush. You don't see them.
Okay, so there's 6 bad guys altogether.
Well, you see two of them. You know, Edgar explained to you that there's Laurent and 2 other guys, but you only see 2 archers, and they just launched, the arrow at him and hit him. So clearly, something happened about your disguise, or the one that questioned you had a very good role and convinced Laurent that you weren't who you were.
Would we see Edgar get? Would I see Edgar get hit?
Yes, because you flanked him to the right. You see that. Kalisha, you're on the front line. You just see Edgar just take a shot to the upper shoulder.
Are we in combat, or is it not combat at this point?
Well, they had initiative because they sort of breached the tree line. Almost an individual at this point. Roll for initiative. So, Eldrin, where are you at this point? You're still invisible, obviously, and you're on the left side.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
It would take you because you're not. Yeah. You could.
I mean,
cross,
as soon as we made the plan, I was already heading towards one of the archers.
just like Fistfire 2 was like right at the edge too. So you see Edgar take that bolt too, Fistfire. You're sort of like crouched down a little bit and sort of hiding yourself a little bit, but you see that happen as well. So Elrond, you're going to be Eldrin. Sorry, you're going to be on the left side, and
Bingo.
you have initiative. You're invisible still.
How far away am I from the archer?
Maybe 10 feet.
Okay. I will move up the 5 feet, and then I will attack with the dagger using booming blade. Do I have advantage on that coming out of invisibility?
Yes.
So that's a natural 1. And that is a 18 total.
So you rolled a natural 1?
Well, I had advantage, so the second one was an 18.
Okay. All right. So, well, tempted to. So
You said I had advantage.
You did. Okay. So you negated that advantage, and then now you're now you're visible, right? Because you come out of visibility with the attack.
It's not greater invisibility, just regular invisibility.
Okay. So.
Okay.
And you hit him.
With booming blade, that is daggers 1d4 plus 4. 1. So 5 damage, and then he kind of has that same force cloud surrounding him now. So if he decides to move out of his space, he's going to take some more damage.
Okay. All right. Kazara, you're up next.
All right.
Do we Charles? Do we roll for initiative, or which?
Well,
Which order did you-
I gave Eldrin the advantage because he's invisible.
Yeah.
And because Kazara was sort of stealthily on the other edge, he can do he has an advantage against the archer because they weren't looking at him; they're looking at you.
Gotcha.
Once that happens, then it'll be initiative.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So we had surprise attacks.
Surprised. Gotcha.
So there's 2 archers in the road, correct? That I can see.
Yes.
Okay. And the one that got hit was on the left side, and the one that wasn't is on the right, correct?
Correct. So you're closest to the one on the right. Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna use my let's see. I'm gonna use my longbow, and I'm gonna take aim at the one on the right, and I'm going to shoot at him.
Okay.
And that is a 7 to hit.
So you miss.
Yep, I missed. All right, and that would be my opportunity attack, I guess.
Okay.
Now, can I take a shot at him since I was kind of walking along with Kazara? Can I jump in with the longbow? Take
First,
a
I'm going
shot
to
as
give I'm going to give an initiative roll to
Okay.
Edgar and against the guy who hit him. Then it's you, Irsk.
So I got just so for when we do roll for initiative, I got a natty 20, so that's nice.
Okay.
Nice.
But how hurt is that guy? The one that they hit? Does he look pretty beat up?
No. I mean, he took damage, but it's not like he's about to fall unconscious. No.
Okay. How far am I away from them now?
You're across the street, so maybe, or the road, maybe 20 feet.
Okay. The first thing I want to do is I'm going to. Are you good with movement first before I cast the spell?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna run my happy ass 30 feet as far as I can away from these guys until I regroup because I'm already hurting pretty bad here.
Did you take me with you?
No, you're on your own.
I'm on my own and I'm all tied up.
And I'm pretty freaking pissed at Laurent here, and I'm gonna attempt to cast Crown of Madness on him.
Well, you actually don't see him.
Wait, we don't see Laurent. Where?
No.
Oh, this is just
All
the.
you see is the archers right now. You know he's back there somewhere, but all you see are the archers right now. The
Okay,
other
so-
three have not entered the fray.
Okay, gotcha. Then did I see which one shot me,
Yes.
or did I just get the air? Okay, so the asshole that shot me, I'm gonna cast Crown of Madness, and he's got to make a Wisdom saving throw. 13. It's a Wisdom 13 throw.
Okay, he does not make it.
Okay. All right. So he gets the nice iron crown full of, it's basically barbed wire, appears around his head, gets wrapped around his head tightly. So
Oh.
blood starts running from it, and his eyes start glowing red. And I'm going to point to the guy right next to him and
Okay.
have him shoot that guy.
Okay, so you hit the guy that has already been hit by Eldrin, and
Yep.
so he points to him. That's a close. Let me see here. That's a close combat.
Are they?
They're maybe 6 feet away. Right.
But I don't know if this is D&D and Pathfinder or Pathfinder just Pathfinder, but bows usually have like a gray area
Minimum.
where
Yes,
they can only
max
shoot.
minimum. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's gonna unarm his. I agree. This is D&D. Charles is making it up as he goes. But yes, I agree. They're too close for a bow. He's gonna swap to his short sword.
Okay.
That's yes. Okay. So then next up we have.
Now, did
We'll have-
that archer move to hit him, because he's going to take some extra damage if he did?
No, he just swapped out his sword so far
Okay.
because he's the one.
He's able to hit him from 6 feet away.
No, but he'll be able to move and then and attack him the next round. So he just put away his longbow, took out his short sword.
Okay.
So he's got the crown. What is it? Crown of.
Crown of Madness.
And he's got what is it? He's surrounded by this red mist.
No, his eyes start glowing red.
I know, but from Eldrin. What's the you cast?
That's from Booming Blade. So anytime I attack with my dagger, he gets a blue mist around him that if he tries to move out of it willingly, then he takes 1d8 extra damage.
Okay.
And the last thing I'm gonna do for my turn is just yell at the team, hit the other guy, so they know not to attack the guy with the crown on.
Okay. So Irsh,
And,
you're up, and you hear that.
Gonna pass out.
I hear that. I'm going. I'm going to. I'm going to cast my hunter's mark on that other guy.
Okay. So basically, he has to roll against his DC, right? Okay. Oh, 15. He makes it.
Oof. All right. With the bonus action, you use my longbow and take a shot.
Okay.
Fuck. That'd be a 4.
All right. So that one misses. Kalisha, you're up. So you're at this. You're basically the other side of the road, and you have you can cover some distance, but it's up to you.
Am I still on the front lines?
Yes. Yeah, you're like right there. You got a clear line of sight if you want to hit him with the bow. You have a clear path to run up and perhaps do some damage that way. That's up to you. Or
Okay,
cast a
first
spell.
I want to look at Edgar and say, "You stupid idiot! You left me tied up."
My bad.
I almost lost my water on that one.
How am I supposed to shoot anybody when I'm tied up?
I'd like to also argue that if we're going to be tying each other up, that we would use a slip knot where we could untie ourselves pretty easily.
Yeah, you missed that part, Kalisha. You can untie that thing.
I'll give you that. I mean, that would probably be
He
the
did
plan.
say
It's part of a ruse.
Oh, thank God. So I'm going to
I heard
break
Vader.
out.
Vader's here.
I'm going to break out of the slip knot. Now that
Okay.
I know it's a slip knot, I am going to perform thunderclap.
Okay.
Everybody's within 5 feet of me.
I clapped them cheeks.
No, you're other side of the road, so you're about 20 feet. They're 20 feet away. So what you see across the
I
way,
can't use that
You
then.
can run towards him first.
yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna run towards them until I'm 5 feet away, and I'm going to perform thunderclap, which will affect everybody who is within 5 feet of me. Can be heard up to 100 yards away. What is that? Shit, I got a natty one.
Had a girl.
Well,
with my
you're casting his-
modifiers, it's a 9.
But this is this would be a roll for the brigand to. So it's not touch, right?
Yeah.
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 So
it's
yeah,
not
he doesn't make his throw.
Oh, you got it.
Okay, so can you describe the area of effect of that, please?
Sure. Thunderclap. Oh crap! I just got out of it. Yeah. There we go. Thunderclap is a burst of thunderous sound that can be heard up to 100 feet away. The range area is 5 feet, so I need to cast it within 5 feet of people. Each creature within range, other than me, must succeed on a constitutional saving throw of 13 or take 1d6 thunder damage.
Okay, so 1d6. Okay, so you want to roll your 1d6, please?
Sure. That is a 6.
Nice. Okay. All right, Fistfire, you're up.
Okay, I'm going to begin to close the distance between me and the archers, but I'm going to throw my Yakiwa.
Okay.
Oh, that's weird. It's the first time I ever had a die get caught in the tower.
Tower?
I have a rolling tower.
Oh,
Nice.
use us.
A rolling tower?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See?
All those things are
Showing
so
you
great.
that the other day.
Oh, nice.
Let's see.
I remember now.
That is like I forgot how to play this game. 18 to
That's a
hit.
hit. Okay. Yep.
We're gonna go.
And I'm assuming you're going for the guy to the right, right? Like, as per the instructions.
Yes, per instructions. That's going to be 10 damage.
Wow. Nice. Okay.
And then I will I guess wait.
So you're still at the tree line then, right? You didn't close any distance. You just launched that.
Well, I can walk 40 feet, so I closed some of the distance before I threw. Maybe
So
half.
like, sort of, okay,
maybe I
so
went
maybe like
15 feet.
okay, so almost to the edge of the road, basically crossing it over. Okay, all right. Okay, so now, it's their turn. So first attack I'll give to the archer who is under the influence. Drugs will kill you, kids.
Drugs are bad.
Ooh, oof, ooh. Yeah. So, okay. So how much damage? So he moves. He like sort of strides towards the other archer. How much damage does he take?
1d8.
Do you want to roll for that?
That would be... Where is my d8? There it is. 7 damage.
Ooh.
Okay. Nice. Okay. So he stumbles. He takes the damage, but he's still going to try and strike, and he does strike the other archer. The short sword of 1d6 for 2 damage, 22. So you see from behind the brush, Eldrin, guy coming at you with a long sword. And just for speed's sake, what's your armor class?
17 at the moment.
Dear Lord. Okay, yeah. So he bursts out of the brush behind, swipes at you, and you sort of like manage to dodge it away. Then the second fighter breaks through. He doesn't necessarily attack. He just wants to get out into the fray. So now you see the two fighters are now on the fighting field. So right now we've got Eldrin sort of like right by the thicket, just avoided an attack. We've got Kazara, who is... You didn't move from that side, right? You just used your bow from that side.
I just used my bow, yeah.
Okay. We've got Edgar, who's in the fray. And we've got Irsk, who also
right
missed,
near
Who's
Kazara.
with me?
Kazara,
Yeah, I'm with
right?
Kazara. Yeah.
But
Okay.
Charles, I also moved back though, so I'm like 40, 50 feet away from these guys now.
Gotcha. And then we've got Kalisha, who's also at that. You sort of you moved up to get within range, and then you've got Fistfire, who is sort of in the middle of the road there. Okay. Okay. So at this moment, you see coming from above a massive boulder slamming just near actually Fistfire, missing him. The boulder is almost as big as you are, slamming into the road.
They have a siege weapon. Jeez.
Well,
they have a boulder.
They had a boulder. So
Now it's
when you
rocks.
sort of look up and you see that as sort of where this area is coming from, there's that ridge that we talked about that sort of follows the streak of the road that is a rise and a peak that follows up. You've got a ridge of stone, and there's like a ledge over there, and you can sort of see down that way that it sort of meanders down, similar to the cabin. So it's very sort of hilly, this area. And so the stone came from that area above, maybe 65, 70 feet above, down onto where you guys are. There's quite a bit of distance between the edge of that brush they were just behind to that sort of that rocky ledge that goes upwards. But that was the general direction that the boulder came from. And it is back to you guys. So we're going to follow that same attack order. It's going to be Eldrin, then Kazara, then Edgar, Irsk, Kalisha, and Fistfire. So,
Okay, so
by the way, Fistfire, you just see this boulder land beside you, and like you're like, what the F is that?
That's kind of the way I feel like I would react to it.
Cool.
So as these other guys are running out of the woods here, you see that Eldrin kind of gets this big like toothy grin on his face because he knows that there's more murdering to be done. And he just continues like stabbing right at the guy that he was stabbing at before.
Okay, so the guy who's under these spells.
Now the crown.
Oh, the other one.
The crown, does that go away if I keep attacking him?
So Charles, did you roll the did you roll for his saving throw at the end of their turn?
I did
You
not.
can-
No.
You can roll,
And
roll
each-
that again.
Each. Okay. Absolutely failed. I mean, he
Uh,
fell.
so
He
it-
fell trying to save himself from it.
Yeah, it does.
What happens if I keep attacking him?
It's not like being charmed or anything. It stays on there. So you're. I only said don't attack him because we can use him, but by all means,
Okay.
kill the shit out of him.
He'll turn around to the guys charging in, and he's just gonna put up his hand to the guy that's like right by him with the sword, and then just blast him with a firebolt.
Okay, so the guy that he was attacking, basically.
The
other
guy
archer.
that like ran out of the woods. And
Oh,
swung
I
at
got
me.
you. Yes, yes,
Oh,
gotcha.
okay, yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm just gonna put my hand right in his face, and then just launch a firebolt.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Oh,
That would be. So, are we doubling damage, or am I rolling twice?
Doubling damage.
Okay. So that is 2d10. Is this a 10? 8 and 5. 8,
It's 12.
13,
Oh,
14
math
total.
hard. 14
Yeah.
total.
14 total.
well, it is after 11 o'clock on a Friday.
true.
So.
Mhm.
Sorry,
Okay.
15, because it's +2 proficiency. So
Great.
15
More
total.
math. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right, 15 total.
Yeah. So
All
this guy runs up, swings, misses, and I just put my hand up right in his face and blast him with a big bolt of fire.
Is there any subsequent fire damage?
No.
Okay,
It's just
okay.
that's it.
All right. Kazara?
All right. I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Hunter's Mark onto the archer in which on the right side, closest to me.
Okay.
The one that's not under the crown of madness, the other one. And then I'm going to use my longbow and take a shot at him.
Let me
And
just see
that's
if he
going to be
makes his he's going to start. I guess a Constitution.
No,
against the-
no.
it's- no,
there
nothing?
is no spell
Okay,
save
yeah,
against Hunter's Mark.
Okay.
And that was a 20 to hit.
Like natural 20 or just
No,
total? 20
soft
total?
20.
Okay. All right.
Uh,
Dirty
Soft.
20.
It's so soft.
Let me deal damage because I get the 4. So 4 plus I get my D8 because he's not at full health, right?
No, he's not.
Okay, because Colossal Slayer, I get a D8 to add on top. So that'd make it 8. And then plus my D6. 6. So 8 plus 6 is going to be 14 points of piercing damage.
Dang. Okay.
And I'm going to stay put. And that's my turn.
So you see that he just absolutely obliterates him. Not obliterates him, he like really damages him. This guy staggers, and he is not looking good, for sure. Not looking good. All right, Edgar, you're back on the other side, basically.
Yep. Let's see.
So you've got, just to sort of give everybody the playing field again, Eldrin just sort of face burnt one of the fighters that came out from the brush. You've got the left archer in mid attack on the right archer who's not looking very good at all. You got another fighter who's sort of just come out in the center and looking for trouble.
All right.
You got a boulder in the middle of the road.
Yep. I'm going to go ahead and drop the Crown of Madness. Because if I didn't, that would have to be my action for the turn. The guy that Kazara just shot,
Yes.
The one that's looking pretty rough.
Yep.
I'm gonna cast Mind Sliver on him, and that is a cantrip, and he needs to make an intelligence saving throw.
He does not.
All right, so he takes 6 points of psychic damage.
Ugh. Oof. So this guy's getting pummeled. He actually falls to his knees and looks almost like Jax in his freakishness. And he is not looking good whatsoever.
Damn it, I was hoping to kill him.
Pierce?
I'm gonna stay put. Yeah, I'm just gonna stay put after that.
Okay.
Keep my distance.
Again, I'm going to cast Hunter's Mark. It is the same as no Constitution throw. It's a bonus action on that one who's on his knees.
Okay.
And I will take a shot with my longbow.
Okay.
We got a 9. 12.
No, that's not going to do it.
Oh,
Close. You just shaved him.
My mind's eye, he shot and then he fell to his knees and he missed because he shot where he was, not where he is.
Exactly. It's not me, it's him.
That's what they all say. Okay. All right. We have Kalisha up.
Okay. Are these guys still within 5 feet of me?
Yes.
And how many are
Well,
standing?
you've got two. You've got this very wounded archer, and you've got the fighter that came out into the fray.
Oof. So one's
I
wounded.
thought there was 2
and-
fighters. Did we lose one?
Well, he's on the
No,
other side. He's engaged with Eldrin at this point. He's out. I mean,
Okay.
they're in the area,
Yeah.
but within 5 feet of her, it's this one guy.
One guy is within 5 feet of me, and the other guy's
Correct.
starting. Okay. I'm going to grab that guy by the wrist and perform shocking grasp.
Carpet shock.
The only
It's
time
not gonna be
Alicia
a
grabbed a guy
corpse.
by the wrist.
Oh, I'm not going to grab him by the.
Depends if you
That
kill
would
him, you might.
probably, I would say that would do more damage. Just throwing it out
Do
there.
it for the storytelling.
Right. I say she grabs his longbow.
Ooh, his short sword.
Grabs him by his natural leash.
Fine. Under peer pressure, Kalisha grabs him by the twigs and berries.
You are a druid, so you would like the twigs and berries.
Yeah. You got to go with your strengths, you know?
Talk about being in character.
Okay, I'm gonna roll.
Well,
That's
it's
a
touch.
natural 20.
It's touch. So in this case, he would have to roll. Let's see here. What's your?
Did you just electrocute this dude's junk?
Yes, he did.
Natty 20.
If it's not strong enough, it's just a gentle stimulation. So
I have
hopefully
true.
8 in modifiers, so like 20 plus 8 in modifiers. So his chunk is kind of
It's either heavy damage or friendship.
Ain't no carpet zap.
And let that be a lesson to
Yeah.
all
Okay.
of you guys not to screw with me.
It just
How
means
much-
you don't
okay.
get your junk next to the carpet.
So you see Kalisha. Okay, roll your damage, please.
Hey, Charles, is this guy wearing metal armor or is it leather?
He is not. It's leather.
Okay.
It's a 6
Okay.
damage.
So Kalisha grabs his crotch, and this electrical bolt flies through this guy. He actually flies backwards and kills him on the ground.
I was going to say that has to kill him just
Yeah,
under
but
principle.
the rigor mortis already set in as this guy hits the ground. It's just-
Someone throw a mage hand high five.
Well,
They blasted him back, but the twig and berries are still sitting in her hand.
absolutely.
They're sizzling a little bit. It smells like bacon.
Ooh, it's sausage.
save him for Vader. Save him for Vader. He likes the treats.
Who wants a sausage?
Wow.
Sausages.
That poor bastard.
The indignity, my gosh.
Did all you guys see what I just did there?
I see
Wow.
that.
She charged on that carpet for a while.
I'm going to give you
Plop,
guys a
plop,
free
fizz,
round of a
fizz.
slow clap. You guys all get a free round of slow clap.
And Ursh moves a little closer.
I can't even. I just can't even.
Wow.
This is way beyond D&D.
B&D and S&M and
It's a
All right,
whole
Fistfire.
bit.
Fistfire, you got to follow that up.
Okay.
So the only you within sort of your area you can affect it depending on what your range is going to be. You've got the fighter that Eldrin has already attacked, and you've got the new one that's coming to a fray who's now, ready and waiting to get into this thing.
Okay, I'm gonna step to the newcomer.
Okay.
I still have 25 feet of distance, so I'm gonna close that up. I am going to hit him with my quarterstaff. Square in his quarterstaff.
I guess there's no fifth in the thing.
or eighth staff. He was unaware.
That's gonna
and it
be
was
19
cold
to
that day.
hit.
Whoa!
Yes, he has to say the thing. Come on.
He goes cross-eyed. He takes 8 bludgeoning damage,
Ooh.
Oof.
and then I will use my unarmed strike to follow that up. And that is
If he's not dead, he's got to be shook for 1d4 rounds.
Probably scared
Or
the shit
Or
out of
questioning his life, questioning his life choices.
His stomach
That-
hurts now. You know that.
that's 15 to
Oh,
hit.
yeah. That
Yes,
comes with
okay,
a
it's a
level
hit.
10 tummy ache.
For a measly 5 bludgeoning damage.
Nice.
All right. And that was after the guy. You after the fresh guy or the
That
one
was
that
a brand new
Elrond-
dude.
Okay, gotcha. All right.
He thought he
see.
was about to get tough.
8 and 5, right?
Yeah, that was the deal.
Cool.
I killed a guy by frying his junk. I can't believe I
That's
just
a keeper.
killed a guy by frying his junk.
That's the keeper. Peer
Oh,
pressure. One
I'm
of
pretty
us,
sure that was
one
in
of
single
us.
white female.
Nice.
Okay. Okay. Just give me a second here. Kaylisha,
Yes.
as you're standing and delivering that deathly blow, sorry, wrong term, deathly attack.
Should have worn rubber. Should have worn rubber.
Oh,
Is it
The more
spits
you
or
know.
swallows, baby? Yeah.
You get hit backwards onto the road with a massive boulder, and you take 23 damage.
Oh,
Fine.
ouch.
You are, yeah, you're not doing so good. Yeah.
No,
So
I'm
again,
not.
from the same general area, but you guys really aren't paying attention. Your guys are again from the front, from the top. Slam. Keelisha gets hit back, really badly injured on the shoulder, and is like lying on the ground in the street.
Charles, do you want to give her a shot as a dexterity or constitution saving throw to maybe
Lesson.
not take that whole thing? Or
Not with the roll. Not with the roll he got.
I'm still holding the guy's junk
Is she
in my
knocked
hand.
prone?
I probably deserve that. But...
So what you're saying is that while she's not paying attention to that area,
I wasn't sure about the context, but
yeah,
sometimes when shit flies out of you might get
anything that does massive damage like that should definitely at least have like an acrobatics check for maybe half damage or something like that, because if I would have been hit by that, I would be dead right now.
So okay, I get that.
I mean, is it being launched through the air?
Well, it's coming from the top. You guys don't know how it's coming because you guys are in the fray.
Still don't have view of that.
I mean, we knew that first one hit. I mean, we should be like at least some kind of subconscious. Like
we're surrounded by trees.
Yeah.
Like, if something was coming in over the tree line,
yeah, we'd be hearing the branches being crashed through.
All right. No, okay, I get that. Okay, so dexterity. Why don't you roll a dexterity check, Keelisha, against your dexterity here? What do you have?
Natural 1.
No, it's an 8 plus 2. I got a 10.
And your dexterity is 14. Okay,
Yes.
so you get hit, and so same damage, but from further on, we'll do that.
Okay.
I was considering it more of like not a surprise attack, but like you're not paying attention to that side. But
I was not paying attention, looking for boulders.
no,
I
but
would argue that
I get
if we saw the first one, if we heard and saw the first one, we'd definitely be more wary of that.
Yeah, that's cool. Where Constitution is. I mean, Constitution is basically, or even a survival check. That's that's basically your will to live and your oh shit pucker factor of this thing flying through the air.
That was a pucker factor of about 8.5.
Yeah, so
I got a +2 on the pucker.
It's kind of like a.
Oh man.
That was puckered.
Okay, so we have now the fighter that is near Eldrin. He swings at you.
Can I get that to hit? If he hits.
Oh, he misses.
Okay.
Yeah. And then the second fighter, who was going to attack Keelisha, but is now too far away because he runs up to her, and actually he's close enough. He can. 13. And he misses you. Okay, so he runs up to Keelisha while on the ground after just being hit with the boulder, and he slices and misses her. And finally, out of the fray comes the big baddie. Laurent bursts through, and he's got his longsword.
Ah, crap.
And he comes at Eldrin because he's the closest.
Heck yeah. Bring it on.
Ooh, okay. What's your armor class?
17 at the moment.
And he's got, like, let me just check my character here. Ooh, that's a hit. That's a hit.
No, hold on. What?
Okay.
What's his to hit?
His to hit. He hit you. He got a 14. He's got a +4 modifier.
So
that's 18.
Okay, so just as he's about to hit me, I'm going to use my reaction to cast Shield, and that's a level 1 spell, and it raises my AC by 5 until the end of my next round. So as his sword's coming down, I kind of wave my hand up, and there's like a big shimmering blue wave that the sword glances off of and repels the attack.
Wow! So you're Your armor class is like effectively what, 22 at this point?
22.
Yes.
Somewhere in there? 22.
Yes,
So
22.
and it's because it's a reaction. That's you're able to do that as a secondary.
Yep.
Before.
Yep.
Okay. Wow. Very cool. All right. So you see Laurent burst through. He's got nice armor. He's dashingly good looking. Bursts through the bushes and is surprised by this sudden attack. He's like, literally, what the heck just happened? And
Is he wearing metal armor or is he wearing leather as well?
No, he's got chainmail, and he's got a couple of chest plates actually, or pauldrons.
Go, there's some metal for you.
Yes. So he's standing above Eldrin now. So you just cast that. You're right near him, and it's your guys' roll again. So, what do you guys want to do? You want to just run through and you want to announce your attack, even though you just glanced, you just sort of thwarted his attack. It's your attack again.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
just a reaction to his attack.
To his attack. Okay, so you're up. So he's right in front of you.
So, I was kind of doing all the math on this, and I have enough sorcery points to pull it off. And I love the fact that he just showed up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to expend all 3 of my sorcery points, and what I'm going to do is cast Magic Missile at level 2 twice, right at this guy.
Okay.
So that's effectively 8 darts, all of them doing 1d4 plus 1 damage. So what? All right, let me figure all this out real quick. Give me 1 second. 1d4, so that's 8. So you know what? I'm gonna use this guy here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 19 plus 8. 20, 1, 2.
So he can roll a saving throw against his because these are magic. These are the magic arrows. So it's just basically a DC. Okay.
I don't think there is one against magic missiles.
Not for magic
No,
missile.
because I'm trying to figure out what it would be, and there's nothing.
Yeah,
No,
Okay,
they
so go
auto
ahead.
hit.
Okay,
Yeah.
go for it.
It's one of those where you just take it to the face because it's only a D4.
Yeah.
Just in this
So
case, he's using a whole bunch of sorcery power to multiply it.
So he's going to take 27 points of damage.
Oof.
And what happens is you kind of see him turn around and notice that it's Laurent, and he's going to put out his hands like he's kind of giving up. And then you see his chest under his cloak kind of glow, like a golden glow through the cloak. And then the power goes through his arms, and then just 8 blasts of this force just comes out and just smashes him.
Just as you described it. Holy crap! And this is all within split seconds, which is pretty fantastic to think about because he bursts through the bushes, glancing blow off his shield, and returns the favor with a really nice attack. All right, Kazara, you're up.
All right. So I'm going to see my hunter's mark when the target dies. It moves to another target of my choice. I'm putting it on the person standing over Kalisha.
Okay,
Thank
so that's
you.
the other fighter. So
Okay. And how far
Hunter's
away
mark.
is that fighter away from me?
you're still on the other side of the road, right? You never crossed over.
Yeah, I've never crossed over.
Okay, so he's maybe 10, 12 feet away from you.
Okay. I'm going to run up and I'm going to swing at him with my short sword.
Okay.
And that's a nat 20 to hit.
Nice.
Ooh.
Wow.
Has he already taken any damage?
He has.
Okay, perfect. So that's going to be 7 plus my D8 cause of Colossus Slayer. That's a full 8 right there. So 15 plus my D6. That's going to be 17 points of damage.
That's doubled because you got a nat 20.
I added already.
Oh, you already
doubled
did?
my
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't double everything. Just my my
Just
initial
the
hit
original.
with. Yeah.
Okay. Wow. So you burst onto the scene and you absolutely deal a massive blow to him.
Is
He's
he's
not
still
dead,
alive?
but yes, he is.
Okay. Then with my bonus action, I'm going to use my 2-weapon fighting and swinging him with my dagger.
Okay.
And that's going to be a 22 to hit.
Okay.
And that will be 4 damage.
Wow. You absolutely pummeled him. And he's staggering. He's not on his knees yet, but he is staggering. Edgar.
All right. So that guy that Kazara is kicking the shit out of, I'm going to look at him and I'm going to cast Mind Spike on him. And
Okay.
it's got a 60-foot range. All right.
I'm sorry, which one were you targeting? Sorry, who was you targeting?
The one that Kazara was just attacking.
Okay, gotcha. Thank you.
And he needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
He does not make it.
All right, so he takes 18 points of psychic damage.
So you cast that. Boom. He is off the playing field. He is down and out and dead.
All right, so just as a one of my passive abilities, I have the Dark One's Blessing as a part of my Warlock ability, so I get 6 temporary hit points for killing that guy.
Okay.
Nice.
Which I desperately need at the moment.
Okay.
I'll
So
do it. And I'm gonna after that, Charles. I'm gonna actually run closer now that I got the temporary hit points from that. I am going to, because I'm like 50 feet away right now. I am going to run my max. I'm going to run 30 feet and get around 20 feet away from where all the action is.
okay. All right. So within striking distance, but not too far.
Right.
Okay. Irsk, you're up.
All right. So who do we have in the fray?
You've got Laurent, who is just took a very surprising blow from Eldrin, and then you've got another fighter who is already damaged, and that's it. Everyone else is accounted for.
Okay. I'm gonna cast that Hunter's Mark on Laurent. And
Okay.
how far away is he from me?
He you're still at the tree line, aren't you? You didn't move?
Yes, I'm still at the tree line where Kazara was.
He's
I didn't
20
jump
feet
out.
across.
Okay. So I'm gonna move in for him. Using my short sword.
Okay.
That would be an 18 to hit. So 20 to hit.
You hit him.
Okay.
Yay!
That would be D6 was 3. So that would be a 6 with the Hunter's Mark is 9 damage.
Okay.
And then my bonus action would be my other short sword hit. That would be a 4 to hit.
Oh, yeah, you missed him on that one. That was like a roll to hit, correct? Not damage, but a roll to hit?
Correct.
Okay,
correct.
yeah. All right. So you still deal a blow. Okay. Kalisha, you're not doing so good, but you can recover from this and try and do something. You're not on death's door, but
almost. I am first. How far back did I get thrown from the nearest?
You're in the middle of the road.
In the middle of the road.
Yeah.
And they're all like what? 10 feet from me?
Yeah, somewhere on there, because it's about the middle of the road. It's about 20 feet wide, so roughly. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to reach for my longbow and try to shoot it.
Okay. So you
Oh,
stagger
no.
to your knees. Oh,
And I got a 5. I
understandable.
got a 9.
Your dislocated shoulder didn't hold up to that string pull.
It didn't.
All right.
Can I ask a
Fist.
question?
Yes, you can.
When Kark said if we needed anything, all we had to do was speak it, can he like mental telepathy hear us?
No.
No. Okay.
No.
All right.
Yes.
I need some healing potion.
Yes. That would be a good thing at this point. Fist fire. Oh, I guess you had to step away for a second.
I guess
Okay.
he did.
All right. So, does someone want to roll for him? Or
I'll
I
roll
don't need.
for him.
Well, okay. Let's see here.
Oh,
There
there
he is. There he is.
Yay,
All right.
he's back.
You're up. Fist fire. Oh, well, let me just.
We need some good fisting here.
Oh,
All right, you're up.
fisting.
You're up.
Is it?
Yep. You're up.
Is it me turn?
Yep.
All right. Did we lose the last fighter?
We've got Laurent, who's definitely taken some damage, but he's still up, and we have another fighter who is still on the field.
All right. Well, let's wipe out that last fighter. I got to be close enough.
Yeah, you're within distance for sure. Yep.
Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna hit him with the quarterstaff.
Okay.
Kind of my jam.
In the nuts.
That's the idea.
Quarter on the quarter.
19 to hit.
You hit. Jam in the junk.
That's gonna be 9 damage, bludgeoning.
Oh.
Damage
And
to
I'm
the
gonna
dick.
follow that up with a bonus action of Fury of Blows, which will
You
allow
would.
me to take 2 unarmed strikes. The first one is going to be 11 to hit,
That's a miss.
and the second one will be 22 to hit.
That's a hit.
Is it a natty 20?
No, 22 it says. And that's going to be a sad 5 damage.
Oh. Well, still.
So
it's
into the
5
fray,
damage to the
Fistfire
guy's
comes
junk.
in, takes his quarterstaff on an upswing, smacks him up. He jumps a little, of course, and then follows up with a left hook because the right hook missed. And he's not looking too good. This fighter he's looking pretty beat.
I've done better.
And so Laurent, who is right by Eldrin, goes for a swing.
Eldrin gives him a big old sneer with his jaggedy teeth.
He rolled a natural 20. So you
Okay.
used that
Oh.
deflection,
I
right?
can use I can use the shield again. It's a level 1 spell that I can use as a reaction. So I mean that's your call.
I mean, it wouldn't matter because it's a nat 20. It would
Yeah,
not
you're gonna
20 to
cancel
hit.
that out.
Yeah.
You're getting damage.
Yeah.
save the spell slot.
All right. 8 times 2. You take 10 damage.
Okay.
And you notice as that blow comes down onto the top of your shoulder, he's got a tattoo on the inside of his arm. And it's a
Okay.
skull and a sword. Sort of a skull with
Okay.
teeth and a sword right behind it.
Okay.
All right. And the other fighter, since he just got natted, he's going to swing at Fistfire. Whoops. 18. That's should yeah, 18. Okay. And he's got his one. Yeah, no, yeah. You take 7 damage.
Boo.
Fistfire. So he returns the favor. Well, not really. Slamming you with his long sword. And now it's your guys' attack again.
This is getting really sexy.
Okay.
No more boulders came through?
No.
Okay.
Don't ask for the boulders. What are you doing?
I know.
I'm just making sure that they were coming from Laurent and not someone else that we'd have to deal with after that.
I'm still in the middle of the road.
So,
Hey, I just saved you, Kayleisha.
Yes, you did. Thank you very much.
seeing as the first patch was so much fun, I'm gonna go for another patch.
Oh, I hope it's a squirrel.
So I'm gonna go
With the
ahead and rip off a patch off of my cloak and whip it at Laurent. And
Okay.
we got a 35. So that
Squirrel
would
with
be-
a hat.
Squirrel with a hat?
I wish, but okay. So this one's kind of an interesting one.
He has to take a
What
pause.
In D&D, what are the rules on fall damage? Is it 1d6 per 10 feet?
Fall, I think it's 1d8 per 10 feet. Let me take a look.
1d8?
Hold on. one
Okay.
second.
So I'm going to make a little argument here. You tell me how you feel about it. So I whip the patch and it lands like right at his feet, and it doesn't immediately do anything. You see Laurent kind of look at it like puzzled, and then all of a sudden a 24-foot ladder shoots straight up into the air, launching him 24 feet up into the air, where then the ladder just kind of tips over and he slams back into the ground for
Looks
2
like a
damage.
It's
D6.
D6. Yeah, it's D6 per 10. You were right. It was D6.
Pretend.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm about to say, is there any like saving throw or anything like that before all the damage happens? Because I would think there would be, at least be like he could jump out of the way, like a dex save or something.
I mean, you can give him acrobatics.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Because otherwise, those patches seem pretty
Yeah.
OP.
You're
Um,
killing my vibe here, man.
Inspector Eldron.
You're telling me you don't want to see Laurent going 24 feet up in the air?
I mean, I do, but I just want to make sure that it isn't just
He's
just
legitimately
taken for-
going up
for
there.
no reason.
I want to make sure that when he falls down, he falls straight down and he doesn't fall into the road.
Well,
On top
I
of you?
imagine it's more like the cartoony where he like goes straight up and then the ladder just kind of, and then he lands about 24 feet away.
Heretofore known as the Laurent ladder maneuver.
Oh, please tell me there's purple hair involved.
So much better than the Haldo maneuvers. So much better. And more
That's
realistic.
that's one in a million. Can't do the Laurent ladder maneuver.
all I'm saying is that if I roll a natural 20, Pat is going to appear in this campaign and grab that ladder and run away with it because he loves his ladders.
Oh, I love it.
Wow,
20.
4. He does not make the saving. He does not
Pat
make the
does
dexterity.
not get the ladder.
Sorry, Pat.
No, he doesn't.
Sorry, Pat.
So, wow. So you've got 24 feet, right? So that's
Yeah.
2d6.
one,
Just 2d6.
2d6.
2d6,
Yeah.
yeah.
I thought it was 8. Was it 8
It's
or
a
6?
D6.
6.
Okay.
It's a 6, yeah.
Okay. 5 and 3. So 8.
Okay. So you see Eldrin tosses a patch and out shoots this magical ladder thrust right perfectly under the feet of Laurent. Flies
Is
up.
that another ball shot? Come on, it's got to be another ball shot.
Yes.
Plus a 1d4 for that. No. And he flies up and then tips, slams to the ground, and takes a good chunk of damage. Nice chunk.
Is he
All right.
prone?
Yes,
No, he's on the
gotta be
ground. Like, oh, sorry, prone. Yes, he's
Like, yeah.
level to the ground. Yes, sorry.
Perfect.
Prone,
too
no, he's
medical
on his
for me.
hands and knees right now. Come on.
Oh, somebody's getting fisted in a minute.
So far, 2 for 2 on these patches.
The last fighter swings for Kazara. 17. That's a hit, I believe. It should be
Oh
a hit.
no, Kazara.
Is it his turn? I
Is
thought.
it? It's
yeah.
Oh,
Kazara.
Eldron
I'm
just
sorry.
took his
Sorry.
turn.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, completely wrong. Kazara, it's your turn. In fact, see,
Cool.
those are keeping you guys in. Yeah.
Nice.
Good.
All right. So I'm guessing that fighter's in front of me. Then, if he was about to swing at me.
Yes. Well, you just tried to save her, so that's why he was
Oh
going
no,
for you.
no, that's the one that died. That's the one Edgar killed. The other one's by fistfire.
But he's close enough. Your guys are
Okay.
all in the same sort of general area
Cool.
at this point.
Yep. I'm gonna move my hunter's mark to this guy that thought he was going to swing at me, but he didn't. And then I'm going to swing at him with my short sword.
Okay.
And that is only an 11 to hit.
No, that's a miss.
Okay. Bonus action, going to swing at him with my dagger. And that's a 15 to hit.
That's a hit.
Okay. So that will be 1d4 plus 3. So 6 plus the Colossus Slayer. So a d8. 6 plus 5. 11 plus the d6.
Dear Lord.
So 13 points of damage.
And with one dagger strike, you take out this fighter. He's on the ground dead.
He actually didn't just fall out on the ground dead. As he's
That's right.
falling, once again, you begin to hear an ethereal scream as it's like his soul is being ripped from his body.
Wow.
And you can just feel him moving away. And his death isn't like the others. It's different. It's eerie and cold.
Ooh.
Kazara, what?
And that is my turn.
Very cool. All right. Irsk. So
All right.
you see this ahead of you. It's like, well, there's only one left.
Hey, I
Only
thought I
one
was
left.
after. I thought I was after
Oh.
Kazara.
Yeah,
No, you're right.
Edgar.
You're right. Yeah, Edgar. Sorry. Yeah.
Dang. All
Jeez.
Edgar hate. Hey,
At least I'm not calling you Brad.
At least it's Edgar hate.
Edgar, is that a real ladder? Is that a magic ladder? What kind of ladder is that?
You mean
It
Eldron?
came from
No,
the
I'm
patch.
sorry, I
So
said
it-
Edgar. Eldron, sorry.
once it comes from the patch, it becomes whatever that is. So there's a 24-foot ladder sitting there now.
How heavy would you say that ladder is?
Chris, Dragon Buddy.
24-foot ladder, probably about 60 pounds.
Yeah, I'd say probably about 60 pounds.
I'll
I
allow
would
it,
say
60 pounds.
without levelers
60
because
pounds.
of D&D.
All right. How is Laurent looking? Is he?
He's definitely not looking as fresh shape as he was, but he's not like on death's door. But he is battered and he's taking damage.
All right. Is he on the ground or is he upright right now?
He's on the ground because he
Okay.
just fell. Yeah.
I would like to walk up to him, and I would like a chance to. For my action, I want to try to intimidate Laurent,
Okay.
and I want to go up to him, dagger in hand, and I want to whisper in his ear, give us a reason not to kill you right now. And I'd like to try to intimidate him.
So that would be a roll
Uh,
for
Intimidation roll.
intimidation. Would you say Constitution, maybe?
No, probably. If
think
you want
he
to have him,
Edgar would roll?
yeah. So I rolled for deception, or I'm sorry, intimidation. If you want to have him,
Probably
either way you want to do
wisdom.
it, because I rolled a 22. So,
Okay.
If you want to have him compare it, you can, or you can just take a 22 deception roll.
Yes,
So,
I'll take that. Yeah, I'll take the 22.
I'm sorry, I keep saying deception, intimidation.
Intimidation. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're good. Okay. He looks at the field, realizing where he's at. And he says, any deal I make at this point is not going to be any good to what's coming.
You see Eldrin, the like that happy smirking gotta kill everything look that he usually has is completely gone, and he looks like he's like enraged, and he's gonna be gunning right for him with his dagger and just going like stabbing at him as much as he can. He's not giving him a chance at all to get up or do anything to talk.
Well, Charles, did you want to keep it in turn order, initiative
Yeah,
order?
it's going to be a turn order. Yeah.
So,
But you can see Eldrin is starting to freak out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he says, any deal that I make with you won't, how do I said it? Like won't mean anything to what is coming. But I have something of value that you may consider. And he doesn't want to give you too much, but he's considering it.
You're gonna have to hold Eldrin back if you want this to work.
Okay. So you want to do that you want to make that it for my turn, or can I keep talking to this guy?
Yeah.
Okay.
That'll be it for this turn. All right, Irsk, now I'm on track.
All right.
Can I just ask if any of us were able to hear that conversation?
Yeah, we should.
Yeah, I mean, they're sort of to the one side,
kind of pretty close.
in the same area. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if they were whispering it or what.
Can I add my intimidation to that of Edgar's? To see if I can push him over. I've got a +4 here.
Yeah, roll for it. We'll do the same approach with Brad. Edgar, damn it.
Got him.
Oh, bingo. That'd be a 14.
Let me roll against that. You got it. Yep.
All right.
So
basically bending him to yield.
What do you say to him?
I'm going to say to him, we've got you outnumbered. We've got you outskilled. We will continue to come at you with everything we have unless you yield to us now. And we make short work of this.
I may be outnumbered, but I am not outsized. None of you know what's coming. Okay. Kalisha?
Attack.
I want to know what is coming though. But we need this guy because we need this bounty. Okay.
You could bring his head back.
I'm going to I'm still on the road. I fell down after I shot that longbow. I'm going to
Yeah, and you're
get
sort
up
of
on
up
my
now
knees.
at this. Yeah, okay.
Brush myself off. I'm going to pull back my longbow and I'm going to try again.
Attacking Laurent?
Yes.
Okay.
And that is a 13.
No, you miss again.
Damn it. And I fall back down.
Sad face.
Oh,
Fist fire.
Nobody did. Wish I
right.
could loot somebody.
I am going to.
Do any of these bodies have health potions on them? I'll just like drag
No,
myself
God.
with one arm.
There she goes
He
again.
may attack you for this this time.
Why do I follow these people?
I'm attacking Laurent with my short staff. For 17 to hit.
In his junk.
Oh, I'm sorry,
hit.
20 to hit.
Okay, you hit him.
For 11 damage. And then I'm going to use Fury of Blows. First attack is 17 to hit.
It's a hit.
Ooh, for 10 damage. Second one is going to be 24 to hit for 5 damage.
So out comes Fistfire, deals that blow and pummels him, and Laurent is dead.
Nice.
I'd like you
I'm
all to
checking.
make a roll for perception.
I'm checking his body.
Okay. I'd like you all to make a roll for perception.
Perception check.
Not using that.
Be a 17 for Ursh.
And 11 for
19.
me.
Okay, wait a second. Ursk, you got
17.
so 17 for Ursk. Keelisha, what'd you get?
Perception. Oh, 13.
Okay. All right. Who else rolled? What are your rolls?
17 for me.
Okay.
6, because I don't care about shit right now.
And 11 for me.
Okay. Eldrin?
19.
So, okay. Okay. So I'll start in attack order. Eldrin, with your burning fierceness that you're feeling boiling inside of you,
Yes.
as Fistfire destroys this person in front of you, you realize that this is an okay end for this character. And you look down towards the road, towards the right of you, down from the slope. Same thing with Irsk and Fistfire. You all sort of look down that direction. You have a sense of something coming, and you feel a rumble. And you see moving towards you is a giant with a massive club running towards you guys.
Oh, shit.
Oh, jeez.
You've got
All right.
about you have one turn to adjust your, well, first of all, alert the other members who don't see it or don't realize it, and figure out a plan of defense. He's a good he's
I'm going to
good
step
80
behind one of the.
80
Are
feet.
the boulders high
Yeah.
enough to kind of crouch behind?
Yes. One of them, the first one that he launched is the one that he missed with. You guys were all very lucky that it missed.
All right. So
Yes,
I'm
that
gonna
one
just
is.
kind of stand behind, put the boulder between me and the giant.
Okay.
And you said he's 80
Kazara?
feet away?
He's 80 feet away.
So Kazara actually has a spell that I can cast. It's called Fog Cloud, and it allows me to make a 20-foot radius of the sphere of a fog cloud anywhere within 120 feet of me. So I'm going to cast that right where we all are on the road to obscure us all in fog. And then I am going to take my movement action and get back into the brush and hide.
Okay. So Kazara casts this fog and then books it. Well, you think he books it because you see sort of a shadow move. To which side of the road are you going? Like the forest side or the other side?
I'm going to go back the way that we came from.
Okay. All right. To the other side. Okay. Edgar?
Edgar, before you go, Charles, I'm going to have to do my seasonal log out.
Okay.
I have 2 more Fury of Blows. So were you to roll for me, you're going to get my regular attack plus a double bonus action.
Okay. All right. Let me see if I can see that in your character here.
Throw your catchphrase out there just because we can't miss that this week.
Get fisted.
Yeah.
The giant collapses in fear and runs away. No.
Good night, kids. I have to be up for work in 4 hours.
All right.
get some
Thanks for
sleep.
joining.
We'll see you, Dallas Nooch.
See
Good
you,
night.
man.
He's got 3 of them left, right? So you said he had 3 of them. Okay, cool. All right, Edgar,
Yeah, I'm hiding behind a boulder.
Okay.
That would leave me. So my hunter's mark is good for 8 hours. Upon the death of its first target, it moves to my choice. So I move that to the giant that's coming at us. I move in the middle of the road, about 10 feet. So that will put us within about 50 feet of the giant.
Okay. All right. Kelisha?
And I have a bonus
sorry.
action.
Okay.
So I'm going to take my longbow and I am going to take a shot at the giant.
So with the fog, you can no longer see him.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. All right. So I'm just going to hold still then.
Okay.
I can't see him. I'm not going to waste a shot.
Okay. Kelisha?
Okay. Since I'm still in the middle of the road, I'm going to use my good arm to drag myself to the side of the road, near where Kazara is hiding, and just flop down, half passed out.
Okay. And Fistfire is going to, let's see, he's going to hide behind one of the boulders as well. Sort of just take cover.
So
go ahead.
Even with this obscuring mist, I'd argue that Urshk would be able to take a shot because he saw the giant coming at least at a 50% miss chance.
Kazara, what does fog say about obscuring your own vision?
So you create a 20-foot radius sphere of fog centered on a point within range. The sphere spreads around corners and its area is heavily obscured, which means and it lasts for the duration or until a wind of moderate or greater speed, at least 10 miles per hour, disperses it. So basically, since it says the heavily obscured, he could attack, but he would take disadvantage on his attack roll.
Or disadvantage, yeah. Or what's in D&D.
I would hold off on taking the shot then.
Yeah, it's
as opposed to losing the arrow. Yeah, I don't think I would risk it.
Let me handle that.
Wait, let me just write it down. I mean,
ooh, dating.
Here's the junk. It's still sizzling.
We've made it, guys. And not on top of the giant, we have a sex bot.
Several sex bots.
Roll for initiative.
I'm taking a shot at the sex bot.
I wasn't going to release those videos until the end of the episode, but
I would argue she's not in the fog because she wants to see you.
Those have been removed on the actual YouTube side, so.
Sneaky little rascals.
Did Edgar get his turn in that?
Yeah, I just
I forgot. I completely
He hid
forgot.
behind a boulder.
Run away.
I was spacing out, I think, so.
Okay. And how long, does it last, the fog?
So it lasts 25 sphere spreads around corners. It lasts for the duration or until a wind or moderate or greater speed of at least 10 miles per hour disperses it. So basically, it stays there until some wind comes along and moves it along, or I guess an hour would be duration. Yes, duration's 1 hour.
So what's the airspeed velocity of a hill giant? Is the question.
Well, is it
unladen?
Unladen. I don't know that.
Blue, no green.
Yeah.
I just want to whisper to you guys, when you guys are ready to shoot at him, just let me know. I can use Druidcraft to create a small gust of wind to give you guys a little portal to see him with.
Remember, it has to be over 10 miles per hour, so depending on how you want to define a gust.
Yeah, what's a gust?
Mm,
It's about 11. It's about 11 miles per hour.
11.25.
But this gust goes to 11, doesn't it?
I can do a puff of wind.
Puff.
Like a true woman. She doesn't fart, she puffs.
Oh man.
You're probably compounding the problem at that point.
You're not helping.
Listen, I had a boulder fall on me. I'm trying.
Okay, so if you blow, and then we'll just all follow. Like,
Let me get this straight.
all
You
escape in
full
the
I
fog.
suck. What's in it for me?
All I'm saying is there's a reason I moved out of the fog cloud and off to the side after performing it. We can either run away or I can shoot at him from the side and not be obscured. So
I can make a faint odor of a skunk.
We covered this already with the puff.
Would you like to try shocking grasp?
So we're all just toking it behind a boulder is what's going on right now.
Yeah.
Send a lunar girl
So-
out every now and then to grab some
Puff, puff,
junk.
give behind the boulder.
You might need a ladder to climb up to the junk to be able to grab it, but yeah.
We have one of them.
We
because
have
we're
one.
monks.
We have a ladder. Who's gonna go get it?
So-
Oh.
You guys are in your positions. I'll just sort of speed up because you guys are hunkering down. And you sort of see at this point that his movement rate has slowed, but you're starting to see a shadow coming into the fog, slowly creeping. So now you at least have a sort of visual shape to him.
Okay.
Is Laurent's body inside the cloud?
Yeah, it's off to the side. I mean, you're behind a boulder, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I'm going to talk with my party mates here. Laurent acted like he may have known this thing. You want me to try to talk to it as Laurent?
Sounds like he's just
Maybe-
out of range. So
Maybe combine like charm first. Or do you have to have charm monster for this thing?
yeah, it's a greater beast. It's a giant. Yeah.
okay.
I'm not nearby. Otherwise, I would give my thoughts on it. But since I'm actually in the woods and not by the boulder, I guess I can't.
I'm in the
I
middle of the
myself
road.
by you, so.
I'm
Yeah.
preying on Giant Killer to be able to do counter anything that he must throw, so I can hear everything.
Okay.
So I would say, Edgar. It couldn't hurt. He's out of range at the moment. Let's go power Laurent.
Charles, how far do we know how far he is at this point?
He's at the very outer edge of the fog.
Okay.
So that's
You guys
probably
suppose this? You guys suppose Laurent was an asshole?
Yeah.
Oh, he
Yeah.
seemed
Yeah,
pretty down to
get into-
earth when he
we gotta
was
get into character
initially
here.
talking to you.
All right. So
He threw
I'm
a
gonna,
boulder at me. Of course he's an asshole.
I think that was the giant that threw the boulder at you, not Laurent.
Yeah.
Oh.
that would be
But
correct.
I think it's the blood loss, Kalisha. I'm gonna let that one slide.
Yeah, we'll chalk that one up to.
I'm gonna change into Laurent. I'm gonna cast Disguise Self. I
Okay.
can do that as a cantrip. Before I walk out, because this might be my blaze of glory here, I'm gonna cast Healing Hands on Kalisha.
Oh.
It gives you a whopping
Wow.
3 HP.
Yeah. Now
Do you
I
have to
11
touch her to do that?
points.
Well, yeah, I can. I think she's in range where I can just probably walk to her.
I was hiding on the
Yeah,
side
we're
of the
over
road in the
on the
bushes
side of the
with
road
Kazara.
anyway.
Oh well,
Yeah.
then stay hurt. All right.
You're nearby me.
That was gonna be the one nice thing.
Out.
One nice thing I did. All right.
I'll take that healing. I'm down to 13 hit points.
All right. So yeah, I'm gonna put a hand on Eldron. Not where we've been aiming this entire time. Probably higher on the body this time. No, screw it. I'm just gonna make it real awkward. I'm gonna grab his junk as Laurent, and I'm gonna heal for 3
I'm
HP.
just gonna I'll move around to like where his hand is, and I'll do like a little horse stance so that I like
Healing? No. I would argue that healing hand to the junk would cause O-face.
God.
He's gonna reach around in the mist, and then I'll just like teabag his hand. Like there you go.
Okay, so we're gonna do a healing hands reach around. Got it.
I'm looking at
Yep,
Kazara and saying, buddy, what the fuck are they doing?
All these questions.
Yeah.
What's the modifier?
Okay, but
Just as that happens, the fog cloud blows away, and you just see him like grabbing my junk with a big grin on my face.
but nothing awkward. We're gonna just do it like normal pals do. All right.
Just like in gym class.
Oh god, flashbacks. All right, so
Is that 3 points?
that's three hit points you get back.
Okay,
Right.
thank you.
Wow.
So
All that for 3 hit points.
I'm gonna walk towards the direction of this giant that's coming our way.
Those 3
and-
points were delicious.
Yeah. And I'm going to Charles, can I get a perception check on this thing?
Sure.
Maybe. Okay.
Yep.
18.
Okay. You are convincing him. You're noticing that as you get closer and the mist sort of clears between you because of the distance, he's got his club in his hand. And he looks down at you and is not perturbed by what he sees in front of him.
Okay. Most aren't. Most like to see me. Shit, I don't know how this guy's supposed to act. My friend, it's so good to see you. I'm so glad you came just in time.
Are you speaking giant? Can you speak giant?
Son of a. No, most people speak common around here as well. No, I'm not.
Going
Not
with
at all.
common tongue.
Well,
Just
are you
One of
speaking?
these, like, tell him to get out of here.
I mean, you don't know if Laurent spoke giant, but you can certainly understand that this guy only speaks giant. Yeah, he's not well traveled like you are.
Right. Yeah, I'm going to point back up the road the way he came, and see if I can convince him to run back to where the hell he came from.
Okay, I'm gonna
using hand motions.
Okay.
Probably not a very good deception check.
Well, you don't see what his rolls are here. Oh my god. So he looks down at you, looks around. He doesn't see, all he sees is the mist, doesn't see any movement. Sort of shrugs his shoulders, turns around and walks the other way.
Yes.
Yes.
The fog worked.
God.
Before
I'm
we get
gonna
out
walk
of
over
combat,
and give Laurent a pat down.
Charles,
Pardon me? Sorry, what's that?
Kazara's going to move his hunter's mark to Kalisha, and he's going to turn and start swinging at her.
Oh,
What? Who
He
did
remembers
that?
being left for dead.
Wow.
But you don't cut the paw off the undead guy.
I didn't.
And I'm not
cut
like
his
saying stinky
paw.
undead like I am. I'm saying like undead as he's not dead yet.
Kazara was dead. I remember him being dead.
is this an actual attack or is this like a flavor story attack?
Oh no, this is an
Nobody-
actual attack about to happen.
So
Nobody-
Hirsch, you have you put a hunter's mark on the giant though, you did, right?
I did.
Okay,
no,
so
wait.
this is
no, it's on Laurent. I have not moved it yet. To the giant. It was on Laurent the last we spoke.
Kazara, did you move your hunter's mark to the giant?
No, I never did. I just cast the fog cloud and got out of the way.
Okay, all right. So the giant has because Kalisha has hunter's mark. Okay.
All right. I'm going to swing my short sword at her. That's only an 11 to hit.
What's
gonna
your
miss.
AC?
I'm guessing.
Yeah. What's your AC, Kalisha?
I
I'll
have
have that up.
8 points yet left.
Oh no, what's
No,
your
your
AC?
armor class.
Oh.
Armor class, yeah.
Not very high. Where is my armor class?
Up near your picture, to the right of the picture.
Yep.
Thank you. 15.
Okay, so that's a miss. I'm going to
That's
use
fine.
my bonus action to swing with my dagger. That's going to be a soft 20 to hit.
Oh.
It's 7 plus my Colossus Slayer plus my that's going to be 13 points of damage with my dagger.
I'm dead.
How far away is Kazara from
We're
myself?
not seeing any of this inside.
Yeah,
the
you're
fog
not seeing
cloud.
any of this. That's the point.
Mm.
Because the fog cloud and we're off to the side.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
dead.
Ooh.
Well,
So
like I said, I'm gonna go back over to Laurent's body and give him a pat down.
okay, you okay. So first,
My thing is telling me that I have death saves.
Yeah. So
yes.
I've never done death saves, so somebody walk me through that.
So you're gonna get. So you get to keep rolling your d20.
Uh-huh.
And if you get, so you'll see that there's 3 for good, 3 for bad, right? And you need either 3. If you get 3 good, you're alive. You'll be stabilized. If you get 3 bad, you're dead. And the way it
Okay.
is, it's a roll a d20. If it's above 10, it's a success, or if it's 10 or under, it is a fail.
All right. So I went after Ursh, right? Ursh? My
I
turn
think
was
it's just
after
me and
Ursh?
you that are still.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you were off to the side from me. I was
Could
close.
I argue maybe a perception check for the guys in the fog cloud? Maybe that we're hearing the sounds of the struggle going on.
Oh. Or at least the attack from Kazara
Yeah.
to Kalisha.
Yeah, I'd give you that.
I would say
Edgar's-
probably maybe a disadvantage.
yes, because of the fog and
It's his fog and it's just a dagger, so it's not going to be that loud.
right.
So I would
But
just
her
do it.
moan
Well, I'm
or her
screwed with rolling a natty 1, so we'll just whatever you
Thanks
guys
a
gotta do.
lot, Ranger. I thought you were connected. to
I
me.
said I'd follow you. I didn't say I'd know where you were going.
all right, the rest of you, I'll roll for a fist fire. 13. Let me see. 13.
Do I need to roll a stealth as going against it, or you're just going to do that thing against
No,
it?
I think yeah, because you're focused on that. I would say you're not even considering. Well, maybe you are because you're in this. I mean, if this was your plan the whole time to get her to the side, or when you saw the opportunity, maybe you are trying to be stealthy about it.
Well,
It's
I mean, we could
complicated.
have. I mean, is Kalisha just not saying anything as she's being attacked?
Well, she was
He
swung
just
at
like hit me
and then
once, and I
once, and she was done.
died.
She got shanked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Prison
Okay.
shank.
Well, I got a 15 and a 14. So 14 would be my perception.
Okay.
Oh wait,
And you're
hold
at,
on. Adding my modifier plus 2.
yeah, you
17.
make it. Yeah, so
Okay.
you make it. So you definitely sense something going on. There's a tussle of some sort that doesn't sound altogether too good over there, off to the side. You can't really tell. You know, there's somewhat over there, but there's something going on between. You hear
Okay.
Kalisha specifically.
So how far am I from the edge of the fog cloud?
Well, it's still engulfing everybody in this area. You're behind the boulder. I'd say you're probably good 15 feet from their general area because you're not exactly sure where they are, but you got a sense that are off at like 2 o'clock sort of thing.
Okay, so I'll use. I got 35 feet of movement speed, so I'll make myself around the boulder and to the edge of the fog cloud. So I'm on outside of the fog cloud, and seeing Kalisha drop and Kazara standing over her with the sword. You know, I'll alert the others that something's going on, and I'll fire a firebolt at him.
Okay.
Now, does Kazara like look any different, or is he just got some blank face, nothing going on?
So he's just kind of like blank face, nothing going on. And Kalisha was laying on the ground, wasn't she, already?
I was
before?
laying on the ground
Yeah,
already.
so
On the ground.
so me standing over her wouldn't really draw
Mhm.
attention, honestly.
Okay, no, you're right. So I'll. Well, I mean, he is deranged.
There is blood dripping off of his sword.
He
Yeah,
does have people going to
yeah. I
hell.
mean, I see. I imagine there would be blood on Kazara's weapon.
But
Yes,
we've
there
just
is.
been fighting the entire time too. Would be my
Right.
argument.
Yeah, that's
And I killed someone with
true.
that dagger already.
That's
Ooh.
true.
So it'd be
It's
pretty
true.
rough.
But
to
I
see
mean,
something.
Kazara would be like physically engaged with attacking at Kalisha. No.
Well, you heard the struggle. She fell.
I was
You
already on
pers-
the ground.
Well, yeah. So
Either-
she was like, you heard
Either
something.
way, you're seeing him over top of her.
Right,
Yeah.
with
Oh,
a
very
bloody
good.
dagger. He's looking at her, but you sense the struggle, but you there's nothing clearly defining you that you would necessarily be saying, hey, I mean, apart from like, what's going on over there?
Okay.
It's
How about a wisdom check? Would you call it on a wisdom check if I get over whatever you want to call the DC that I would put the two together, or are we just saying that there's no way I would put the two together?
Maybe an investigation check. That would be
Yeah.
kind of pushing it.
I go, yeah. You're trying to
I mean, perception. Right?
No,
know,
there's
I-
investigation itself.
Yeah, I would say investigation, only because we're all in the heat of battle.
Okay. So I have a -1 to investigation. So
Ooh.
let's see. 6 total.
Okay.
So no.
so now it's back
So I
to the
kind of
rest.
just run out to where I saw the commotion, and I just kind of stop at where Kalisha is and Kazara are.
Kazaro at this point would reach down to her and say and yell out, "She's bleeding out!"
You guys all
Can
hear
I
this.
can I do a medicine check to try and stop the bleeding?
Well, you'd have to get to her first.
Yeah.
Well, I had 35 movement feet. You said I had
Yeah.
I was about 15 feet away.
Yeah. Okay.
So could I stabilize her so she doesn't have to make more saving throws?
Yes, I'll give you that. Yeah, especially if you sort of
Okay.
patch, like literally wrap up the wound.
That would be medicines +3. That would be a 16 total.
Okay, so Kazara, you see that after you yell that, he just jumps over, covers that ground, and finds some, or takes part of her clothing and just literally wraps the wound, and just wraps it to stop the bleeding.
Kazara's going to drop the dagger and stumble back, almost like he's like in shock of what just happened.
Okay.
I
So
think Eldrin kind of looks at him like suspiciously, but he doesn't want to say anything just yet.
Okay.
Like,
So while
because
this is
he-
going on, Edgar, what are you doing, Edgar, while this is all going on?
Well, Charles, I didn't know if you want to make it interesting with the medicine check, and
Okay.
instead of just having her flat out stabilized, why not just give her an advantage on her
On her death
saving?
saving throws.
Yeah, on the
Okay.
saving throws.
Very cool. No, let's do that. All right.
So
Okay. So now is when I roll my 6 times, right?
so
You roll it
um,
once. Yeah.
One time medicine check.
Oh,
No, so
I
you're
meant like
no,
I
yeah, you're
have
doing
3 fills or 3 successes.
yeah. So just roll your first one, and it's at advantage because he's giving medical care to you.
Oh, got it.
So
And that is a 15.
okay, so that's already a success.
Okay.
Charles, you want to just have her do all her saving throws at one time?
Yep.
Okay, go ahead for your second.
That is a 14.
Well, that's a success as well.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, baby. And that's an 8.
Okay, so you get to roll that one more. You get to roll that one again because it's at advantage.
Oh, okay. And that's a 17.
All right, so you're stabilized.
Oh,
Okay.
good.
Can
How
I
many
You're
points
unconscious.
do I have?
can I send a cure wounds spell her way? It's a D8 -1.
Yes.
That'd be a 4.
So she
Okay,
comes
so-
back to life.
Kazara's
She
going to be
comes back.
visibly panting. No. That dagger.
No, you already said it.
What just happened? And he's like literally in shock that he stabbed Kalisha.
How many points do I have?
You have 4 because you're at 0, so you got the 4 from Irsh.
Thank you. Ah, I'm alive.
Edgar, what are you doing through all this? You're just hanging out? Just,
Well, I was debating whether I wanted to take a leisurely walk with the hill giant.
Leisurely
'cause-
walk. I'm dying.
Well, I didn't know that.
Listen,
So,
you
but-
looted dead bodies in the middle of battle. You don't get a say.
Yeah, so I decided not to go on a walk with my new friend, the giant. I just started walking back towards. It looks like the party's regrouping now, so I'm just going to go back and just walk back and try to figure out what's going on.
Hey guys, what's up?
Okay.
I think
Kalisha
Eldrin, he kind of gets up after wrapping Kalisha up, and he kind of gives a look at Kazara and gives him like a nod, like, "You okay?"
No, that dagger. It took over my mind. It made me attack Kalisha.
The dagger you dropped.
Yep, the dagger I dropped.
He's going to use Mage Hand to pick it up and kind of examine it.
Okay. Meanwhile, Fistfire is just sort of standing behind you guys, just sort of listening to all this, sort of like Edgar is here.
He's just meditating.
Can I get an Arcana check to see if I can figure anything out about the dagger?
Yeah, you have that ability. You can sort of sense if it's a magically imbued of some sort.
Kind of see if there's like any malicious magics in there, like if it's cursed or if if there's something wrong with it. I kind of get like a simple explanation of if I roll high enough about what's going on.
I'm proficient at Arcana, so I'd like to go ahead and help him on that action.
Okay. All right.
we can-
Go for it.
+1, that is a 19.
Okay. So, can you give us sort of a brief overview of what that dagger is, Kazara?
How much can I say, Brad, on that?
I mean,
You
it
can-
doesn't have to be specifically like it's this curse
Yeah.
or it's that, but it can be like maybe what school of magic it is, or like what type of magic, like what type of magic it is, stuff like that.
Okay, you can definitely tell it's not from this plane. It seems like it's something that shouldn't belong here, and its effects on whoever wields it and whoever it damages. It doesn't allow them to die normally, and it can seems almost evil in nature.
And I think we could probably put that together with what happened every time someone died from it, that it's probably infernal or abyssal in nature.
Okay.
Okay. Now, do I feel like if I were to wrap this and put it in a bag that it would affect me, or do I just have to have it on my body to be affected by it? I mean, at a 19 Arcana, I would say that's something I would understand.
I would say it wouldn't affect you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Eldron, if you don't mind, I'd love to hold on to that dagger for further examination.
He kind of moves it into like a open hand where the dagger is kind of just resting in the hand, and holds it in front of you. And he says, just don't touch it.
While you guys are talking, you're sort of sensing a small breeze coming off Lake Fright, the Fright Lake. So the fog is starting to dissipate ahead of schedule. It's not a 10 mile per hour wind, but there's definitely sort of a lake breeze coming off, so it's starting to thin.
Kazara's gonna go over
Do you take
and
the dagger?
Yeah, so I'm gonna cast my mage hand as well, which comes off as a shadow from my hand, and grab it, and I'll put the dagger as of right now in my pouch that I have.
Kazara's gonna go over to Kalisha and kind of fall down his knees and like, I'm sorry. I don't know what happened. Something, that dagger, it took over my mind.
I believe you. I'm sensing that you are being honest. I don't trust you.
Kalisha, you probably, if Charles thinks it's good, you probably do a perception check,
Mhm.
or I'm sorry,
Ah.
or an insight check
Yeah.
to see whether he's lying or not.
Okay, let's
That
do
works.
that.
Yeah, that would be what, deception versus insight.
Insight, yeah.
Yeah, that would be counter rolls.
Well, I mean, if she can just roll for insight. I mean, if he's lying, he can roll for deception, or she just roll insight and figure that out.
Okay.
And oh shit, it's a 3 plus 5. I got an 8. I'm
So you're-
in a daze.
And your
can't
good
really
nature.
tell, but it looks like Kazara's eyes are starting to fill up with tears. So I'm too weak to give a shit, and I'm just gonna say, it's okay. Stay the freak away from that freaking dagger. And
Yeah,
I passed.
Edgar's got it. And just for records there, I did run a deception check against it and got an unnatural 20. So
Okay. Well, that takes care of that.
Can I run another Arcana check to see if he's still under some sort of influence?
You mean Kazara?
Yeah, Kazara. To see if he's still under some kind of control or influence by whatever was affecting him.
Sure. Yeah. Yep.
16, 17 total.
That would do it. So you just looking at his aura.
Yeah,
trying
I
to get a
like
sense of
just
what his-
checking his eyes, kind of just looking over to see if he's still if he's under his own control at this point.
he's under his own control.
Okay. So at this point, remembering the tattoo that Laurent had, he's gonna turn around and just march back towards the body and kind of give it a pat down, see if there's anything else that might match up to what's going on there.
Okay.
While this is going on, Edgar walks off, and he walks back with Vader in tow. Guys, I know we've had a rough day. Just to let you know, Jax was dead back there. Someone slit his throat. I don't know who it was.
It looks like he's got a couple of wolf teeth marks on him.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened.
And Vader has an arm in his mouth.
Fucking love that dog.
I'm going to raise my head off the ground, and I'm going to look at Urshk, since I've known him the longest, and say, can you go look and do a check of these guys and see if anybody has any healing potion and medication or anything for me, please?
Should he get her mid-battle loot this time?
Kazara's going to say, I think we should go back to the cabin and rest.
Somebody
Probably a good
carry-
idea.
I'm with that. Now
and Kazara would pick up Kalisha and
Okay.
carry her there.
Can I
Healing back.
cast another healing spell on Kalisha at this point?
No, I think it's only one
Since
per
that
day,
was
right?
my
It's a
last
spell.
It is a spell, yes. So,
How many
yeah,
spell
yes.
slots do you have?
I have 2 slots. Hunter's Mark is still active on the Giant.
Okay.
Did we ever, Charles? Did we ever check over the actual dead Laurent to see if he had anything on his person that we can take?
No, nobody
Check
checked
out
that.
for that
Eldron
one.
was
That's
just
where,
trying to.
yeah. Eldron is heading over there right now, so he's sort of leading that
Right.
charge. So
Right.
you get there, Eldron, and you looking over his body. You see the tattoo, and you recognize that tattoo. And you also you find a it's a staff, but it's a shorter staff, but you can sense with your Arcana ability that this is magically imbued. He's got it on his person.
I'm definitely going to stash that, but I'm going to be mainly looking to see if there's any kind of writs or anything else on him. That's mainly what I'm looking for.
No, there's nothing. There's no orders. There's no papers. Nothing like that. Just the tattoo.
Okay. So at this point, if he doesn't have anything else, are the others kind of standing around me, or are they still back with?
They're still behind, but they're maybe they're sort of coming towards you guys. Eros is going to take a look at some of the other bodies because they're all sort of clumped together, so they're definitely sort of moving towards. And you guys have about maybe 10 minutes before the fog is dissipated entirely.
All right, so I'm going to stand over him and kind of look up and wait for the rest of the crew to kind of come over to Laurent.
Okay.
Since I'm sitting there, I would like to check the other bodies for anything that we might be able to take before. I suggest we make a quick exit.
So much like Kalisha found the first time around, it's just weapons, leather armor. There's none of them have potions. Not even Laurent. They're sort of very packed lightly.
Okay, I'll take anything that is portable.
Okay.
So
So you take some of the leather armor.
Yep.
Okay.
I am in and out of consciousness, and Kazara is still carrying me, and I'm going to open my eyes and say, don't forget, Kark said that he'll bring us anything to the cabin that we need, and then I'm going to pass back out again.
And Kazara's going to take note of that and remember to ask for healing potions for Kalisha.
Okay.
Thanks, Kazara.
So when the rest of the crew kind of come around to Laurent, he kind of has like a very serious look on his face, and he kind of looks up at the rest of them, and he pulls Laurent's sleeve up and like reveals the tattoo, and he asks, do any of you guys recognize this design?
Kalisha opens her eyes and says, it's the dark mark, and falls back asleep.
No. So what you see, it's a skull. The lower jaw is missing, and there's an X of arrows behind the skull, and then a vertical sword coming down through the skull.
Well, is there anything we could roll to know that?
I mean, maybe is there like a history check or like a
Charles or Brad?
For this one, it would be a history check.
Okay.
Is there a
You want me to
history
show
check?
this? You want me to show you this? You want me to show them the sketch,
Yeah, go ahead.
Eldron? Great, just a second.
I got a 17 on a history check for that.
What did you get?
17.
All right, so what you would know is that this is a very notorious syndicate known as House Silverbane, and they're like a major syndicate in the city that they're well known for money laundering, looting, keeps. They're generally very bad people.
And you said what was the name again? Sorry.
It's House Silverbane.
Silverbane. Yeah.
Yep. And he kind of looks up at everybody and says, the fact that he's here now it bodes well. It bodes very, very bad for the rest of us. And he pulls up his own sleeve, and you see the same skull with the crossed arrows, but instead of the sword, you see like a magical cane going through the skull vertically. And he says, "This is House Silverbane, and the fact he's here now, coming after me, means that the rest of us should keep an eye out for these guys, because they only mean to harm us. They only mean death." And he kind of just kneels down and then cuts off the tattoo off of his arm and just kind of sticks the little piece of skin into his satchel like a little trophy.
I'd go to Eldron and just let him know that I've got plenty of contacts throughout Tempest Bay. I've got eyes and ears all over the city. We'll keep an eye out for him.
He just kind of nods and starts heading back to the cabin. Doesn't really say much after that.
Okay. So you guys are all booking it back to the cabin, and it takes a couple hours because it's not close. That winding sort of path, and you see a bird, like a raven, sort of circling around you guys as you're making your way towards the cabin, not threateningly, just sort of watching you. And as you come to the cabin, it comes down and lands on the stoop of the cabin, and you can tell that it has a message tied to its leg.
Would you say it's a tweet?
Wow.
Oh no, the sex
Again?
bots are back.
The Raven send nudes and sent nudes.
They're the nude HD XYZ.
Yeah.
So the raven's sitting there, and it has its message on its leg. And what do you guys do?
Who's got good animal handling?
I got +3.
You want to try to go get that message?
Does the bird look aggressive, or is he like waiting
Nope.
for us?
Literally waiting for you to take this stupid piece of paper off his leg.
And I just kind of I take the letter and open it up to see what it says.
Okay, so scrawled on the paper it says, "In 2 days you may stealthily return to the Longhouse. The investigation has moved on from here. Send note for supplies." And signed, Kark.
I scribble send all the healing potions.
Okay.
All the healing potions, yes.
Oh.
For an unladen raven.
If I'm allowed to add anything to that, I add one underline to all.
Ooh, just one?
Just one. I'm not greedy.
Wait. I don't think you understand. I mean all the healing potions.
I figured that Eldron would have added at least 2 underlines, so that would be 3 underlines.
Right.
He's going to lose his mind with that. All right. And then
not to be outdone by Ersk, he's going to go ahead and circle all just to kind of make sure.
Now the raven says, "Screw this," and just takes off.
I don't blame him one bit.
All
right, so
I use Mage Hand, and I kind of grab the bird, pick him up with Mage Hand, and then tied the note back on, and then fling him out into the air with a big middle finger.
I thought you were going to kill it for a second. Jesus.
I thought he was just going to flip off with a bird. How do you give the bird to a bird?
Oh my gosh. All right, so you send the raven back, and that would be the end of it. You guys can head into the cabin and rest up and get some sort of healing and move on to the next phase.
Are we looking at a long rest?
Before we rest, can I get an Arcana check on that rod that I found to see what's going on with that?
Yes, it is it's a staff of dispel magic.
Oh, okay.
and you tell that it's not it's charge based. It has a life to it, and you can tell that it has a few left, and then it just becomes just a regular staff.
Okay.
But to use the staff, you would need to know its command word.
And does it say anything on the staff of itself?
It does not.
Okay. So it's useless. I use firebolt, set it on fire.
Okay.
No.
Well, dang.
Yeah.
Are you kidding? Or you do that, or do you actually do that?
No, I hold
Okay.
on to it.
I would say we just love setting stuff on fire.
That's a
then
thing here in
The,
Red 5.
the
You-
curtains
you
catch
can,
on fire.
You can play fetch with Vader with the rod in the meantime.
Can I roll an investigation on that rod in between fetches with Vader?
Sure. What kind of
I'd
do you
like
have?
to know. I mean, I got a +1 investigation. Ooh, there goes that one. Let's see if it might help us.
Was it a staff or a rod?
Yes.
It's a staff.
Good question.
It's an odd shape. It's not like a full like blown like staff with a sort of Gandalf looking thing at the top, but it's longer than a mace, but it's just got it's more you get the sense that it's more for carrying and being able to have it on Laurent, to have it with him, but not to be encumbersome or be encumbered by it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, I'm not finding it.
Then I won't waste too much on it.
So this is full rest here?
Yeah, and this is the end of it. This is the end part.
A long rest.
Oh no. I dropped that guy's sizzled junk. I was supposed to give it to the wolf. Sorry, Edgar.
It's all right. You said sizzle junk.
Makes it all better. You said that out loud.
I'm delirious from loss of blood.
But Vader suddenly he goes from feral beast to giving you little puppy dog eyes that he can get his sizzle junk.
Sorry.
What a sausage!
I think at this point, Eldrin is going to be keeping a closer eye on Kazara there, just to kind of make sure that there's no more funny business.
When I'm
Sounds good.
killed, I'll interrogate him. But,
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Thanks,
And
Ben.
thus ends the bounty board Fright Lake Forest. And please follow Red5 Gaming and the Red5 Network, and also Red5Tavern, and all of these fine folks. And join us in 2 weeks for the next adventure of the Devil's Bargain.
See ya.
Bye, friends.
Thanks,
Thank you.
guys.